applying one vote. And I ask myself, if you are entitled to a vote, you are entitled to go and campaign to somebody. How come me I have no right to vote and to also tell somebody to vote for somebody? Even in America, they have what they call super delegates. It's about influence. Politics is about influence. Even when I was governor, I put many of you in prison. Can I call you now to come to my house?
No.
Am I the governor now?
No.
When I was removed as national chairman, did I stop calling meetings in this hall?
No.
Did I go so angry and say, I know they do again? Because I know that the downfall of a man is not the end of his life. What has happened today? If you watch the channel interview I had last week with you, you keep saying you are a very close friend of the president. President Tinubu is a very close friend. I don't know why he was saying so. He repeatedly said it. Of course, who will know what was the president's close friend?
Nobody.
But did they not say they are removing me because I'm supporting Tinubu?
Yes, so.
They said they removed me because of Tinubu and Tinubu has now become president. Here I am proud to say he's my friend.
Yes,
Now, yesterday, we started hearing rumors. Many people call me that they say they have given this thing to those central. Our people say when there is confusion, the end are not wrong. What they do, they hit hard.
Yes.
So that those who know will see when they shake their head, it will see good. By yesterday, the president met with the leadership of the party and gave clear direction. They are not true. That is why I stay back in Abuja. Because a mother does not leave the labor room until the pikin has been delivered.
Yes.
That's why I stay behind. So I want to assure you that all those rumors they were carrying are not correct. So the first appeal, please, as we have always done, regardless of individual.
We are here to start our show.
We are live.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a different day. Yes, I am not at the city studio. I'm at the mobile studio. You know, with the vast age and the vast technology around us, yes, our mobile studios move. We come to you when we have good news. We come to you when we have good information. Welcome to the show. This is Friday, yes, and my name is Bizo J. And welcome to the show. I'm your moderator, co-host. My partner with me here is Mr. Tedo. Mr. Tedo, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, my Oga, my co-host, Bizo J. Yeah, my name is Tedo. I'm streaming from Japan. Today we get a lot of sweet talk to talk about. Now you see, I just play some few things from Oshomole, so I just want to come studio, come talk about them. You know, I want to make everybody right now gather where on a day, we jump enter the matter. Though say my co-host they on the way, but ain't going to join us, in there with us as in they doing things, put things together. So right now, quickly, make I first start with the shell. Make I give my co-host small time to dey put things in order. Oshomole don't drop the bombshell. Ize Yamo don't step down. And now Oshomole say na Idensi Dausa, aka Deco, na he be the man for APC. So like, is it then it also be the person to beat? We're not today. We'll go find out. My co-host, if you get time, take full mark for what your Shomole talk. So I for really, really
Yes,
appreciate them.
I get time. Yes, I get time. And that's not the issue. Yes, Osumole, our current governor, don't come today, don't talk, say, him get intercb, say, because in they tell us now, say, he get person when they now. Although, say, rumors don't dey since, say, Osumole, they go for Denko. You know, okay, I bring her down to his story. A lot of rumors have been coming out that Osumole has been the backbone, giving Denko the force to proceed on this race or in the race. However, there were rumors mongering going around saying that Pastor Ize had stepped down. We don't know if it's for a fact, but there's a headed paper that has been going around on social media that the man of Pastor Ize has been or has stepped down from the race. This we don't know. We haven't heard more, but that is what we are getting. And now, before Comrade Governor has come to speak, and you know when Comrade Governor speaks, he's a man with a bit of the spirit to convince people. Yes, he has that strong force to tell people how things can be or how things are. Yes, and he has come again and he has told Mr. Dennis Idaosa, who we haven't we know he has been in the race, he has been in the camp person in the race, he has not come, we have not seen several interviews from him, but that is what we are hearing now. Where is the APC primaries? And we'll be getting more vibe from it. Well, as we see it, a lot of interesting things unfold and there are many things ahead of us. So what will we say? We say we are here. We always wait for our current governor to know what's next for us. Marcos, please proceed.
All right, thank you, my co-host. Yes, we get some people for the house, but for like quickly, make I ask my brother Temi, my brother Temi, are you ready? If you are ready, on mute. I would like to ask you this question. If you get waiting to talk about this news of just watch right now, but if you not get time now, I will go to the next person. Mr. Martins, are you there? Okay, it's like the Martins, they're busy now, but I'll come back to them. Yeah, right now. I hope say within Mr. Oga Adam Shomele just talk right now. No go repeat himself waiting we see for 2020. This look like say that they impose candidates on APC. I thought say that I think say that they open uh, through their ticket wide open. That they go feed, uh, go struggle out. Now the power suppose go central. So waiting this one me right now, be say all they want win. They not really care for that gentleman agreement they talk about. Is this fair? To me, I'll say enough they fair. But well, what am I to say? Politicians want always win election. Can they could bring that victory where APC they look for? Give APC Benin. How can he not beat PDP? How can he not beat Obaseki and his ally, Arsene Godalo and co? These are very critical matters. These are very serious matters. I want make my country people come up we talk about this thing really. Waiting they could get on ground to take deliver this election. Is this no? I don't really know how to put them. I'm gonna take it like this. So what about other people who don't buy form since for APC? What about the names of the year, the Okpehelo and the rest? So well, waiting they'll do right now. This one will call division for the party. Well, as I tell Oga Adam say now one vote, one person. He just talk. It's left for the delegate to go decide who they really want project. He say the president tell am say make that say now Dennis Dausa be the man where APC wants. We will see by tomorrow whether the delegates will follow that instruction to deliver this Dausa, aka Deco. Then we will see who PDP want bring come out to take counter Dennis. This will be very, very tough race. This one will be like Muslim ticket. So this one go go make people from the south feel some type of way. What about Agba? If Dennis Dauster, a southern person they come out, a do south person they come out for power, they give a do south person. That means Agba gets rights to contest too. But is that right from a south to hand back to a south? This topic, I'd like to talk about that. Mr. Martins, are you there? If you can hear me, say something. Or Mr. Timmy, are you there? If you are there, say something so that we can proceed with this discussion. If not, I will head back to. Hello? Okay, seems like you guys having a network problem. Now, let's go back to within Adams talk. If they take Dennis as APC candidate now, who they want take as deputy? Where they want go pick deputy? Will the central accept deputy position? That are the question to ask. You know. So who go be deputy follow Dennis? And which kind of campaign Dennis want roll out to convince the people for Edo State say na him be the man. They say na Mr. Project. Yes. But then the project that project now for Ovia. We for Oredo, Oriomo, Gobaka, not really know that project. So that one will really convince the rest people for Oredo, Oriomo, or Gobaka segment. This guy really fits, and the cap fits. So my
My
co-host.
co-host, sorry, say I slowed down for a minute. Sorry, I've been slow for a minute. You know how we do it. I like the fact that you have been bringing down this issue. Our guest today, and like I said, apologies, I'm going to be mobile all through today, and it's going to be, it's not going to change anything. My mobility is not going to change anything. I'm going to be active and serious here. Yes, like you have said, you spoke about Denko, if he's the right one or if he's the chosen one. According to what we have gathered, they said that there's going to be APC primaries tomorrow. So if Oshomole or Comrade former governor, Comrade Adams Oshomole, has a candidate, it doesn't mean APC has got a candidate. Mr. Oshomole is not the owner of APC, or I know she can be according to maybe party rules and regulations. She's the number one, or what they call it, the special. She's the head of APC in Edo State. I think by party hierarchy, that is the way it is. The highest position, the highest member with the highest position becomes the state leader. So, but that is just one man. It is one man. An election or in politics, one man's choice does not decide for all. We know when Oshomole came, he said when he came with Obaseki, people called it an imposition. But even while they called it an imposition, a lot of people agreed and supported this so-called imposition. Now the current governor has come again to say yes, he has a candidate that he trusts, that he would prefer or he would want to go for that. But does that mean he has picked it for the party? For me, I would say no. So we cannot just drop the gun and say in the party they are very very serious candidates or aspirants, or like we have said it the other time. A lot of funds were bought. According to today's statement, it is only Pastor Izayamo that has, that is not a fact, according to the documents that have thrown around on social media, Pastor Izayamo is the only one that has been said to have stepped down. I know, again, I saw in another forum or in another news that Lucky Maxwell was heading, he's top of the group, or he's becoming the choice of the people. We know our very outspoken comrade, when he wants to speak, he has to make it all over. But I think we should wait for the primaries to go first before we start saying a candidate has been imposed on the people. And secondly, you spoke about him working on, he's from Ovia, right? Ovia constituency, is that right, Mr.
Yes.
He represents
Yes.
Ovia constituency.
Yes.
Yes, you know, when you are a House of Representative, you have to handle things, projects in your constituency is different from being a governor. If you are a governor, you have to handle everything. You have to be in charge. You become the number one citizen.
Oh, sorry. It's like my co-host freeze up. Make I take him from there before he come back. Mr. Odianasek, if you can hear me, unmute and say something.
Yeah,
So Odianasek, can you hear me? Yeah, okay,
yeah, I can
unmute.
hear you.
Yeah.
I can
So
hear
you
you.
can
Good
contribute.
evening.
You want people are listening to
Good
you.
evening,
Introduce yourself.
everybody.
Okay.
Good evening,
Good evening.
everybody. Yeah,
Good evening. Go ahead.
my name is Odianasek Olumese. I'm from Esa Northeast, Uromi precisely, Edo State, and I live in Germany. Nice being here.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. My brother, quickly, how do you feel about what Oshomle just said? Now, PGME, they use, my co-host, they use English so that
Okay.
everybody could get the message. So you talk as you want them. English, Dutch, anything that
Any
people would hear. Use them. So, I beg,
okay. Well, if you
quickly,
can't
hold on.
okay.
Quickly, before you go ahead, how you see this matter? You know, if you say they do Central, they betrayed those Central right now. APC betrayed those Central. Please go ahead.
Yes, that's what. Now the way I want to start on before. We say first for the larger picture. If you look Nigeria as a country, we are not. We will say it's an amalgamated region. That means we were brought together. We are not one people, but we are brought together to live as one. Hence, the way our system of democracy. That's why it will be hard for you to see when the president comes from the north, the vice will come from the south, the Senate president will come from the east. You know, you just federal character so that every region will be represented in the government because we are not one people. So now coming back to Edo State, it's still the same thing. We have 3 senatorial districts, and if you say if we go back to the time of Ali and Ogbemudia, we could say, yeah, we've had somebody from Edo Central, President Edo Central, as governor, and Ogbemudia from Edo South as governor. But that's too far. Let's start from 99. In 1999, Lucky Igbinedion was Chief Lucky was governor for 8 years, and he's from Edo South. I belong to PDP. And PDP is a party. It might be unwritten. We believe in zoning. We zone positions because for fairness, equity, and justice, everybody has to be represented. PDP decided to take it to the central. Osumbo took the ticket. Okay, the tribunal and everything. Oshomole took the ticket. That is a governor from Edo North. I don't want to go into who imposed this, who chooses successor. Let's not go into that. Oshomole, another 8 years, Oshomole did it from Edo North. Then he reverted back to Edo South, which is our present governor, 8 years. For equity and fairness, I think, and for it's only reasonable that we should let the central hold power. That is why when this question you asked me, my answer is yes. APC, they have not only betrayed the center, they have also betrayed themselves. They have also, their integrity is now put into question, because it's these same people that said, how can Buhari, a Northerners, hand over to another Northerners? Power must revert to the South. We are practicing rotational democracy. So you cannot say when it suits you, you dance a dance. When it doesn't suit you, you want to dance another dance. No, it's a general dance that no matter when it suits you or doesn't, you have to dance that dance. So talking from two mouths, it's like I said, their integrity has been put into question. Because if you are saying for equity and fairness, power should come back to the South from the presidency, which you finally got, and now you are saying it doesn't matter. The governor can be from Edo South, and the next governor can also come from the South, which has never happened. Which has never happened in the state. So I think for Shomole, I think it's sad. It's sad that what you enjoy, you now want to take away from the people. So that's my position on.
Yeah, Mr. Denison, let me ask you this question. Okay, ask you this question. Now, Oshomole just talk. Now in mouth, he's the only him, now one vote he get. You understand?
Yeah.
He said, no, sir, politics again are promises. He just comes in. The president say we must give Dennis the ticket. Every candidate followed Dennis. That just is word. We not know that true or not. We not hear from the president.
Mm-hmm.
But again, will the South now produce deputy? Will they allow themselves to produce deputy with this word here? So this backstabbing, will they settle for deputy?
Yeah, I think yeah. Okay, yeah, I think it will now be. Let's not forget that APC is one party in the whole election. It's not like because APC is choosing a candidate, the candidate is going to win the election. No. So I think that's why I hope my party takes a formidable person from Edo South to run with Aso Egodaro, which is our candidate, which is my candidate. So we can be able to convince the South to be in our project, to support the Edo Central, the time for Edo Central, because we cannot do it alone. We are about the smallest. It's Edo Central, we're about the smallest in size and population.
Okay.
So we need the South. So I think the South will take they will take the deputy governor. I think so. They will take the deputy governor.
Okay, just hold it there, Mr. Jano said. I will come back to you real quick. I want to bring somebody, Mr. Congo. Are you there? Mr. Congo,
Yes.
if you can.
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to unmute myself there. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, Mr. Congo. Now, sorry. Yes, Mr. Congo. Where they joining us from?
Hello, sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry.
I said, where are you joining us from? Where you they join us from?
Yeah,
You
I'm
say
joining from
me like to
Dublin.
use.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Una do well,
Please.
everybody, for the room. I joining now from Dublin, Ireland.
It's okay. Speak as the way you feel like.
Okay.
But me na PJ me they like use my co-host now. That one they use English to arrange the parapor. Anyway, now I can see you are happy. Now those say the final election never take place. Now they don't Oshomole or the Pata of them or for the North don't say na deco. You miss an automatic victory be this.
Before I
Beg.
will comment on that one, before I go respond to that one, make
You
I
can go with
quickly
English. You can go with English.
okay, let me just
Please.
quickly respond to what Mr. Odianos has said there earlier. So one thing you were trying to make analysis between the kind of system they are practicing now in Edo State comparable to what we did in 2023 for the general election. It is quite a different ball game entirely. And this is my point to drive down home. In the general election, the incumbent government was the APC. They have the I wouldn't want to call it the power of first refusal in this case, Nero, but they have that incumbent power that almost like the full cabinet APC, ministers APC. So they had a whole lot of advantage to actually decide or rotate the power to any geopolitical zone, and in this case, the South as it were, and still win the election because they have that incumbent, capacity and strength. In this case, we are the opposition. When I say we, I mean the APC. The APC are the opposition, and the best thing for us to do is to produce someone capable of winning. I don't think the entire vote coming from the whole of Edo Central is up to 30%. And there's one thing that I think Mr. Afegbale says, talking about the demographics of Edo State. Edo State right now are competing. Three major political parties are competing: APC, PDP, and Labour. If you make a mistake and give the party ticket to any random person, no disrespect, but just anybody, because we want to talk about the sentiments of equity, fairness, and justice that a lot of people will project it to be. At the end of the day, you're giving a room for Labour Party, which have a very, very strong hold on majority of the Edo youth to thrive. So it's a different ball game to the case scenario we had in 2022/2023 in the general federal election. And you talk about the endorsement of Oshomole. Oshomole endorsing Deco, like you've said, is just one man vote. Denko himself is a big force to compete with. So for the fact that Isaiah Yawo has dropped alone, even though a lot of the alleged news of him, stepping down for Abakomiza, that's the Eastern Central man, it's even enough reason, because he said something not quite long ago. I mean, that's the last speaker that spoke earlier. He said something about we being very tribalistic. It's enough reason for Edosa to say we go support our own. And don't forget, the central people has been doing this thing of power as if it's their birthright. No, it's not. It's not their. It's just a moral political practice. It's not a legal practice to rotate power anywhere. There have been a lot of insults coming to the South, coming to the. I wouldn't want to, just because of, and don't put anybody into any trouble here. But I've read a lot of comments on people from the central, disrespecting even some of the traditional institutions in the South. And it's not meant to be so. Power is not something you demand. It's something you go after. You negotiate. You compromise in some situations. So for your question, if Adams Oshomole endorsement of Denko is an automatic win, I will tell you for sure it's a plus. I don't know if it's an automatic win, but it's a plus, and it's a good plus. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Congo, thank you. Anybody can push back. It's not a monologue. It's a dialogue. It's a free for all for the house. If anybody feel different or feel some type of way, you can interject and say, you can push back and give your opinion. Like I talk that me like to use. So if you feel say what Mr. Congo they talk just now, you not like him, and Mr. Dano said you get the right of refusal to back waiting talk.
Yeah, me,
So you can,
I understand where he talk from. He's talking from his party's perspective. Yes, you are very correct. Edo Central has like 30%, and like I said earlier, we cannot do it on our own. But you saying, like we're saying, the power like is our right. Like we said, we're not strangers. We're from one state, and we're talking about, like we said, justice and equity and fairness. You not mean say what you say now. And if you agree with me, that is the most marginalized senatorial district in Edo State. It was even more marginalized when Oshomole, during the 8 years of Oshomole, because for personal reasons he despised Edo Central. So yes, Oshomole endorsing Denko, it's a plus for APC's primaries. For the primaries, yeah, it's a plus. But
Yes.
for the
So
general election, it's a different ball game.
is there a way we can observe? Can I observe?
Of course, you are free to interject. If
I
you
beg, I don't
just
raise my hand up since so.
no, you just say
Sorry.
anybody want interject, just say
Now,
can I
now
interject?
discussion, oh, now discussion, oh, you can
Discussion.
talk. Oh.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
talk. Yeah.
let me observe. You see, the truth is that when somebody uses the word despise, it becomes defamation.
Sorry, Rasta,
Yeah.
it's like your two device they on. Check the one you enter from. I think make you mute one. Because your voice they echo back. And
Hmm?
again, sorry, who not they talk, make you mute. I beg. Who not they talk, make you mute himself so that we only get feedback, echo back from ourselves.
Yeah. Are you hearing me clearly, or should I go out and come in?
No, I'm hearing you clearly. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, when you use such words like despise, that a certain government despise a certain region, it becomes defamation. So I don't think we want to go on programs like this, especially when it becomes public after the program becomes.
Sorry. Forgive me for my language.
Yes,
Maybe it was
yes.
too
So
harsh. Sorry about it.
because that is kind of profiling the person of Oshomole to have profiled the Fugishan people as bad people. So I don't want to join that kind of argument. But
No,
if
no
I want to,
problem. Sorry about
yeah,
that.
so if I want to go from beginning, I will drag us back into history that when Africa was created and divided across lines, no, when the European Union decided to divide Africa across lines, no African man was present. So we have these borders that they gave us, and we're not part of it. So we found ourselves that tribes and religions were merged together, and people had to live together. But the thing is this: if you go back to the Europe, you find out that almost all the ethnic groups in Europe practically have a country to their own. But in our own case, we have over 220 ethnic groups that have been put together to form one country. Now we find ourselves fighting each other and trying to think that, oh, rotation is not the best for us. It so saddens me that for very educated men who have gone through school, who have traveled around the world, who have exposed themselves to having friends in different backgrounds, white, black, poor and rich, will come back and tell themselves that if they don't have their own person in government, it means government is being marginalized. I cannot even imagine that I left those states. I went to Epoma to school and lived there peacefully for the 5 years I was in school. I didn't even think that, oh, I was from Edo, Benin, and these people needed to be governor. I don't think when Ali was governor that people thought to themselves that Ali was Edo sort of marginalized, haven't treated Ogbemudia or Ogbemudia haven't treated Ali out of power. It was who was the best candidate for the job that was given the job. So I do not see why it should always come here and dwell. What the rotation should be clearly that it should be shifted from the old to the young. I think that would be the argument that we want to move this generation, want to drive out this old generation and bring power to our own self. Not whether the power should go to each. You cannot tell me you are bringing a man from Edo Central who doesn't have the capacity, and because I'm from there, I can support it. When all my life I've lived in Benin or practically lived outside Edo, the people who are claiming for rationality for rotation don't even live in the Edo Central. If they practically live in Edo Central will be more developed. So let us not start to change the narrative. We understand that yes, people might want to assume that oh people are being nobody is being marginalized here. Edo Central has had 5 ministers in the coloration of what we say Edo State.
Yeah, but
And
those are federal appointments. We're talking of Edo State, Edo
hold on,
2020, Edo 24. Those are federal appointments. If they've had
hold
7
on,
ministers, that's of no consequence. These
hold
are
on,
we're talking of the state.
hold on. When they were getting, see, you should understand my argument. I'm not talking whether it's government. I'm only trying to tell you that why they were getting these ministers, we were not bothered where they were from. The person that gave us a bypass in Benin was the Minister of Works, who was Chief Tony Aneni. It's the one that did the bypass. The bypass was not in Edo Central. So we cannot start dwelling on this marginalization and use and divide and rule pattern that the old people are using to divide us. We have tried to get a young man to office that we cut across every nook and cranny of the state, and we are deceiving ourselves here by 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 regions. Say we must come from Edo Central. My best friend is from Edo Central. I have another best friend from Edo North. You tell me that even if I become government today, I will throw them out and go and bring my kinsman. No, that's not possible. So let us not go down that road. We are young men. We should fight for our rights. It's our turn. Let me use it like that. This is our generation.
Uh,
Well, I
mi-
want
uh,
them
Mr.
to
Mr.
sit there and vote.
Mr.
So
Rafa,
let us stick with the fact that we need to change power. We need to take power from this old men. They have been there for 24 years. They have not done anything, whether I do not, I do central, whatever. What is important to us now is to get the right candidate there. A young person who understands the times, who can meet up with the trends that we are following these days. And I don't think we are perfect for what is happening. Let us not, and by the way, let us not say the Adams Shomole has not endorsed anybody. Endorsement is when you come to TV and say that I have endorsed this person. Everybody has their leaning. Some people prefer a candidate to other. As Soshomole is, he has a vote. And on the day of election or the day of primary, he will go and stand and vote for one person. That right cannot be taken away from him. He has not endorsed anybody. Then,
Yeah, but he wields an influence now.
Yes, everybody who is an influence. We have two senators in the APC. He has a senatorial status right now, which another person has in the center. So if they are wielding influence, they both have the same powers to wield that influence. Honorable Dennis Idansa is a credible man. If he gets it tomorrow, we are happy that a young man who is 43 years and has gotten it, and then we can build on it. Whoever gets it, we will still work with that person. But what is best paramount is that Edo must remain one. We must not divide ourselves by region or tribe. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Rasta. Mr. Koko, Konko, sorry if I not pronounce your name well. Now, please me like to use Mr. Koko. If you get something to
Uh,
say,
uh,
unmute and huh?
if you're supposed to be a good person to be pronounced Kokona.
No,
No,
don't tell you Konko. Don't just write your Konko. Use K. I be use C.
okay. This is Agree House. This is Jesuro Boagbo Konkon, speaking from Dallas, Texas. First and foremost, I want to thank the organizer of this platform for doing this a great job. I hope that what I'm about to say, we don't take it personal. At the same time, I also believe that the group was created for the development of Edo State, not
Sure,
tribe
this is our group.
yeah, not tribe or region or whatsoever. And I also believe that 80 to 90% of the people in this group are also in diaspora. So I will believe that whatever we are contributing to this group is for the betterment of Edo State, not for parties or party line or whatsoever. So if some people are speaking, we should speak for the development of the state, not for uh, uh, self gain or whatever person that we are trying to push for our family members to support or to vote for. What I just want to add to the contribution that have been made so far is that we should try as much as possible, regardless of the party that we support or we believe on, to enable us get the right person. You know, we are talking about Edo Central having 30 votes. Let us also believe that there are a lot of Assam people that are living in Benin. So those people, whoever the party is bringing out, will also want to vote for whoever they want to vote for. If the party is bringing somebody from Auchi, I went to Auchi Poly, I graduated from Auchi Poly, and I will tell you that, for example, if PDP is bringing Shaibu, and Auchi man that lives in Benin feel that, oh, he wants to support Shaibu, he's going to vote for Shaibu. He's not going to say because he's a ton of some people that is going to vote for some man. So let's try as much as possible. Let's support our party to bring the right candidate out. We need somebody that will develop Edo State. It doesn't matter if the person is young or old. We can have a young person that does not have the right frame of mind to develop the state. So our goal is for us to influence our leaders in our party that we belong to get the right candidate out. That's what we want. We want the right candidate. It is not tribe. It is not tomorrow. By the grace of God, on Saturday, the APC is going to bring their guy out, and hopefully the PDP is going to bring their own guy out. If the board decide to go with Denko and Aswen, for example, I'm just saying, then we are going to start looking for the best candidates to lead Edo State. So I hope that the group will be able to influence our people back home to get the right candidate. Thank you so much, moderator.
My brother, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome for it's a nice input, a nice one you put inside. Quickly before we move on, I beg all of now they watch us with the comment section. If you watch on Facebook, click share, like, and follow. If they watch from YouTube, just click the thumbs up so that the algorithm will help us the spread them. Not the people with the platform they talk about, or people they watch us from outside right now. We will really appreciate. Thank you. I want to go to the next person. Mr. Sele, you did it. Oga Sele Vuvuzela, if you did that on mute, make you say something. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you could hear me now. Sally, please go for it.
Yeah, Sele, Oga Sele, go ahead.
Yes. Good evening or good day, everybody. I joined in kind of late, but I'm hearing the arguments of or the comments from some people, and what I picked up from is the part of saying this rotation of this rotation thing that is being thrown out there since the time of Central and all of that. My one comment on that is, which is always, well, Nigerian politicians, right? They make all sorts of deals when they are trying to get into power. All sorts. Don't worry, support me now. I will do my 8 years. I'll support you back, or do this or whatever it is. Then the next time is elections cycle again. Everybody starts to sing a different tune. Now, what we have seen, whether it is Mr. Flynn, I recognize your voice, but I don't know your name on here, so I'm going to call you Mr. Flynn because I actually know you. Our politics is different from it is a unique kind of politics from what we see in Europe or whatever it is. Say, oh, people that have traveled so much, how come people are talking of rotation or whatever the case might be? Is it ideal? No, it's not. But from what we have seen, our leaders tend to develop their areas where they are from. Sad reality, but is the reality. And that is why when a man from Edo North became governor, you could see the significant improvement in their road network in that part of the state. Same with when even so-called Ambrose Ali was governor. He tarred bush paths and farm roads or everything. That is the reality of our politics and our leaders. That is why rotation comes into the whole conversation, because it seems that when it's my turn, I will do for my people. Is it right? No, it's not. But that is where we are. We can stay here and wish we are like the democracies in the western part of the world, the what do they call it, the global south or whatever you call it. But we don't act that way. Our leaders are corrupt. I'm not saying the European leaders or the Americans are not corrupt, but our leaders are corrupt. We have to deal with what we have, on ground. Now, back to the question of rotation. I believe they are good people, qualified people, competent people, young, old, from every corner of the state. But since we are facing reality, we can say, oh, now it is time for a competent person from that part of the state to rule. When it's so that development or fairness or equity, whatever you call it, can go around the state. That is, if in 20 years' time we are able to stop this politics of tribalistic politics or whatever you want to call it, then we'll have a different conversation. But for me, some people say, oh, when you make this argument, is because you are an ASA man or whatever the case might be. That is not the case. I'm looking at it from a holistic point of view. The Edo state is how many years old? You look at how many people from a certain part of the state has ruled. That is all this argument is all about. Get a competent person from that part of the state and let's move on. I don't see what trying to make it all sentimental. This is not sentiment. This is reality, in my opinion. Thank you.
Mr. Vuvu, thank you so much. Nice, this very nice presenter. Mr. Temi, are you ready for us now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please give us your take. Thank you.
So I would like to take it from where Sally stopped. And first of all, I'll thank everybody. I've heard all the viewpoints and I appreciate all of them, even the ones I don't particularly agree with. But they are well thought out positions and I respect all of them. But I'll take it from where Sally stopped. I don't see any reason why this issue of tribe has become such a sore point. And I will explain what I mean. If, for those who say it doesn't matter, right? Then if it's an SR man, it shouldn't matter. What we should be thinking of is this person competent? For those who believe that, okay, it does matter, my point is what Sele ended with. You can't come and say it is our turn to be governor, and you put out just any candidate and think that the parties are obliged to pick those people or that person simply because of where they come from, right? And then you can't also say that if there is somebody who is competent from that area, because another candidate from that same party who comes from the part of the state that is more densely populated than the other part, then this other candidate is a surer bet. I think what we all need to agree on is that governance needs to go beyond sentiment, beyond ethnicity, beyond even the ageism we are trying to bring in. I get the sentiment. I'm actually an advocate of let the younger demographic, also be part of governance. I don't agree that we are young anymore. We can't call ourselves the youth anymore. We are just younger than those who are there now, right? And I agree that it should be somebody from our generation. But we must bring other things to the fore in terms of candidate selection. So at this moment, when people even ask me, who is your candidate? I don't have a candidate yet. No party even has a candidate yet. So when the parties have done the hard work of bringing out candidates using all the calculations and postulations that they have as parties, then I would now filter from all the candidates they have and say, looking at my own checklist, this man or this woman seems to be the best candidate to line up behind. Not because of party, not because of gender, not because of senatorial district, but because there are set criteria in my mind for who a good leader for Edo State will be. And let's bear in mind that the leader for Edo State now, the ideal leader for Edo State in 2024 might not check the same boxes that the ideal leader for Edo in 2019 or 2017 would have ticked. Might not be the same leader that would do the job in Sokoto in 2024. We must, like Sele said, look at the reality of our political landscape and be pragmatic in how we make our decisions. There's nobody on this call who is less than 45. If there is, then that person should first of all greet all of us, Dojesa or Laveze, right?
Lagwesa. I'm 19. I'm 19.
Double. Palace now as opposed to 13 years. Let us play.
So I yield.
Thank you. My co-host, are you okay to talk now, or is you on the
Yes,
way?
yes. I'm sorry. I apologize for the breaking transmission. I've been having. If it happens in Nigeria, they'll say it's our own. Here, I've been having technical issues with the internet, so I apologize. I'm still in the car. I had to switch from my phone to a laptop so that I can join fast. Yes, sorry, I've missed a lot, but my Oga to me, your voice I hear just now, yes.
Yes, that was still
Thank you,
me. Mm.
thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. I got a little from what you said, but our politics, I have to say, I've been thinking, politics first is complicated. It's complicated. Then when it comes to us, Nigerians, it becomes more difficult. Then when we streamline it down to our Edo, it is something that I don't think they can satisfy Edo people from my own aspect. But again, what are these criteria? People talk about criteria. What are the criteria within the candidate? Is it because, like I said in the previous program, Obaseki was a great candidate when Oshomole brought him out. Something we hadn't seen before. Somebody with, like I always use, the CV or resume, a field CV or resume, and they boasted to us that he had capabilities on finances, that he was working directly with the president then, Buhari, on certain financial issues or matters. Today, some people call him a failure. Some people said he did the first tenor well. We can give him a part. We can take our leg off the pedal, pushing towards that, because we will say he moved from APC to PDP, and that stunted a lot of growth in Edo. Now we are back here. They are talking about criteria again. We want somebody young. We want somebody experienced. We want somebody that has done something for the people. We want somebody. What are the criteria? All we need to do, all I need from us is five or 3 points, 3 major points. If you want to use somebody less than 45, fine. Or somebody like I remember Rasta was giving us his own point a while ago. He said anybody less than 50 goes for him. So are you saying anybody at all, because the person is less than 50, qualifies, even if it's not? Because I think the only candidate less than 50 in the APC right now is Dennis Idausa. So in other parties, or other parties that don't have candidates less than PDPs, or less than 50, are we going to just write them off and say because they don't fall into a certain age, they are not qualified, even if they have boosted CVs, or they have, I'm not pointing fingers here, or they have a background that has done a lot. So what are these criteria? What do we want as Edo people? What do we really want? Because the reason the current governor has, I would say, guts, no disrespect, the reason why the current governor has the guts to go on national TV to say he wants a certain person, regardless of the person's zone, regardless of, I don't know, I'm not judging here, I'm not pointing fingers, regardless of no records of what his perceived candidate has brought to the table, or we haven't, for me, I don't say, I'm not saying negative about anybody, but I've never heard Dennis Idausa speak. I've never watched an interview of him.
Observation, Mr. Host.
No. My brother, I know, yes, you are, I know, I've been away for a while. You have your time. I'm not judging any candidate. I'm just saying the favorite names that have been popping up. That's why I've been calling. That's why I'm using Dennis Dawson. His name has popped up in major places, and a great man like Adam Soshomole is calling him out. That means
that's why
is
there a way we can contribute to this, just so we don't miss?
Okay. Let me break it short. Okay, you guys contribute. Thank you very much.
Sorry, can I go or you want to go first, sir? Sorry.
Who
is this? Is it Congo?
Yeah, this is Congo, yeah.
Me, I also like.
Okay. So, about what you said about Denko resume or history, I think it's all out there. And don't also forget, okay, I'll go first with the first question you asked when you asked the qualities that we really require for someone, you know.
Coordinated because I observed him and he didn't let me speak, so I will know that I
Oh.
don't lost my chain of thought.
Yes, Mr. Rasta.
How did they raise hand? How did they raise hand? Yeah, Junior. How did they raise hand? Yeah.
Yes, we will do it one by one. Sorry, Mr. Rasta. Sorry, I stopped you. Okay, but we'll go from Konglo, who has started speaking, to Mr. Rasta, to the bros that called my name now. It's like that. 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes. Let's
Okay.
not go for.
Thank you very much. So on a very quick one, for the first question you asked about personalities and attributes that really qualifies for someone to be a governor that we currently need, stipulating 5 attributes or qualities. The first thing I would like to tell you is that when it comes to governance, it's always most of the time tax that are facing that society at a particular point in time. And oftentimes, different leaders arose or arise as a result of situations or circumstances that society is facing at that time. So we can't generically say this is what you should possess or these are qualities you must have to become a leader. But as of now in Edo State, because of the times that we are, because of the situation that we have, we need someone that is able to accommodate everybody irrespective of where you come from, or irrespective of the different political parties that you belong to, or irrespective of the different ideas that you possess. That is one. That is one. About you not having to have seen Deco make comments or having to speak on public spaces, I would say that is not factual. You probably haven't done more research about that. In fact, I think last week he made a press briefing when he was speaking to a member of the press in Edo State. He hasn't just gone to channels, television, and all of that to talk, which I don't think is mandatory because this is an Edo election, by the way. That's one. Then secondly, from all ramification, I think this man is very, very okay. And if Oshomola is projecting in a man as credible as Oshomola is projecting in another candidate, there must be something that you are seeing in him that is outstanding.
You're actually campaigning, eh?
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I like that, and I like the fact that you said. No, first of all, thank you for correcting me. I spoke for myself. I'm not speaking for other people. I'm with you guys. I'm with everybody. You're campaigning. If you're campaigning for a candidate, fine. I want you to convince me so I can campaign as well, because I'm a member of Edo. I wouldn't do the Nigerian way, where the police don't vote or the INEC commissions don't vote. We all have to vote, even if we are going to be moderators in any show. As long as it's Edo, we'll show our support. I'm going to show my support, but you have to tell me. You have to show me, and you have done a great one there. I don't have to go to make a research. We have, like I said, APC had 29 candidates. Am I going to start searching for 29 interviews?
Again, Denko is more of a listener and an active person, more than a talker.
Okay.
Yeah, can we? But you're actually campaigning. You're actually campaigning, and some of us don't know Denko.
No, wait, excuse me. Okay, wait. We'll get that. We'll get to everybody. Now, I'm speaking. If Denko does not go to Arise or go to channels where those channels, those stations, the new chairman.
Let us get it right. Are we debating?
No, I'm speaking. I'm responding to the
That's I wonder. It's like we're campaigning. It's like the campaign.
I'm responding to the man that answered my questions. I am telling him things get easier. We watch CNN. The reason why I watch CNN is because sometimes Donald Trump wants to come and say, if we have to start Googling Donald Trump to find what he has to say, he has to come to a general platform. So I understand. I appreciate the information.
Sorry, Junior. I'm a bit as curious as you are. Is this Denko in the House of Reps or Senate at the moment? I'm just asking out of curiosity.
He's a House of Rep member representing Ovia constituency.
So do we know the things he has said in that House of Reps? It's not
his achievements.
You told us that we should stay in
line. No. Yeah. See, okay. Rasta. I don't know why you are trying to. You have to
We're in a
No,
family.
you
This
put
is a
us in
family
line, you put
meeting.
us in a queue, and everybody's
I
talking and talking.
relax.
So
It's going to get to you.
I don't know if I think
It's going to, I know you are, I know
No,
you
Flynn,
are,
if you want to speak, you can speak.
I know
However,
you are eager, but
I
yeah,
don't like to
it will
talk
get
on
to you.
people because I don't like talking on people because the person might have a point. If you interject, you might cut it off. So I observe, maybe
But
just
you are talking on me now. So if
no.
I
But the
so
thing
what?
is that
Okay, go
you
ahead.
people are
Okay,
talking, so I
no.
wanted to
Tell us.
know
Okay,
whether
educate
we are
us,
still on
Mr.
the
Rasta.
queue.
Please educate us. It's your turn.
No, it's not education. It's just that I was hearing
Okay,
Denko,
tell us.
Denko.
Okay, you want to speak.
And
I've always wanted to speak. Okay, speak.
yeah, good. I want to go back to what the discussion was. It was topic about rotation and all. Then before I will come forward, the truth is this.
3 minutes. 3
I
minutes.
heard
I'll time you
yeah,
3
yeah, yeah.
minutes.
I'm
3
talking.
minutes.
I heard Mr. Seller talk about the person with the credibility and somebody else, and he also spoke about the fact that if people come from a certain region, they develop that region. Well, this is what the politicians of old have successfully done to our generation. They have given us a mindset that we now feel that people from a certain region develop their region. But I can tell you that when we had the Bendel, not even an Edo, and we had the Ugbemudia as a governor from 1970 to 1975 or 19, I don't 83 or something if I'm not mistaken. That's why we had that's when he developed the Ogeni fish pond, Okula cement factory in Okula, the benefit our flour mill, and so many other things, not even in Benin where he was from. So let us not confuse ourselves with all this kind of new technology that the old men have put in our head that if you don't come from a certain region, you cannot develop your region. The reality of it is that if you have the fit and proper person for a position, it will develop across board because when they say Edo is viable, Edo is not viable by Benin City. Edo is a viable land because of Ofonama, because of Agbede, because of Ohwae, because of every other place that is putting Edo together. So if you want to get the resources from Edo, you will get it having tapping using every region. If you want to check now, like what if I want to refer to what Aslam Mujizu said, the only viable resources that Edo is making that is from Edo is the fertilizer factory that was installed by Lucky in Auchi, which Obaseki has commenced to start working. He didn't do it in Benin City, he did it in Auchi. So let us not confuse ourselves with this mentality of ethnicity will make your location develop. I don't think that is the thing we are talking about. My stand is clear. If the parties fail to bring somebody less than 50, even if my party fail to bring somebody less than 50, I will support any party that brings somebody less than 50. The mistake I made in 2003 election was that I didn't vote for Showore. Not my fault, but because as at that time I was blinded by this same old politician who was telling me about rotation, rather than for me to face the man who is telling me the truth, how we should move our country forward. So let us not deceive ourselves. And secondly, the Oshomole never came to TV to endorse anybody. I heard Ko say that. Oshomole has not endorsed anybody. If you prove me wrong by showing me a video. Lastly, whoever the candidates is bringing out, we will discuss it. I won't agree to the fact that the speaker said that you don't need to go to the Rise TV to make a statement. When you want to rule the people, you must speak to the people. However, I can excuse them to say maybe he's very busy with party politics. That is why he has not been able to come. When the time is right, he will come out to speak to other people. If he gets the ticket, whoever gets the ticket must speak to other people. And I will still stand that a young man is what we need in Edo, irrespective of how it is. Thank you.
You have spoken. We thank you for all you have said. You have spoken like you have come to talk to us like a spokesman for Dennis Idausa.
For Dennis Idausa, I just wanted to say that too.
Dennis Idausa will even defend himself the way you have done it.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We are here for our opinion. We are here as a family. And I thank you for all you have said. Thank you for correcting us.
I just mentioned Demko for just 3 seconds, and you tried to say
No, my brother, we are with you. I am in support of the less 50 age range. But if we don't have multiple candidates who are less than 50, are we going to? If APC does not bring Denko, then who do we stand for? Are there other candidates that are less than 50? I don't know. I don't know. I need to be enlightened.
There are 19 political parties right now.
That is what we are saying. But we talk about the 3 major parties, and from the 3 major parties,
but if we say we want to go by the books, feeling like you've been mentioning, Denko is presently in the House of Rep. Yeah. as you have been campaigning for him, can you, since he's been there, can you tell us what he has done for his constituents?
I never campaigned for them. Don't make that
Yeah,
mistake.
because what started the discussion was the zoning of the ticket. But he now turned into a campaign for the
Let me come in as a neutral person. I don't think.
Sorry, I didn't speak. Okay, maybe you talk. Maybe then you defend me because I didn't campaign for Denko.
Yeah, I don't think he campaigned for Denko.
No, he didn't campaign for Denko. He only came he only responded like a spokesman.
Not only Flynn. There was somebody that spoke. There was somebody that spoke before.
Yes.
There was somebody that spoke.
Yes, Congo spoke.
He spoke in favor of Denko and Denko's candidature, but we would not want to call it even a campaign, because one of the things I personally would not like is for us to polarize this space.
Yes, me too. That's why I say let's stick on our topic.
The parties don't even have candidates yet. We can't start.
Yes.
But the reason why,
let's stick on the topic.
The reason why this talk came is because on the media space, let us be factual. I say it as it is. On the media space, certain names fly more. In the PDP, as well, Ighodalo's name is flying more than even the deputy governor. Am I lying? No. In the Labour Party, Aki Aneni is my friend, but his name doesn't fly the way Akpata's name is flying. So the reason why some names pop up, it's not because we are trying to throw stones at certain people. It is because these names pop up, and as they pop up, they begin to trend. So we have to speak on trending issues. We started the show with Adamson Shobole. Adamson Shobole is not in the race. But as Adamson Shobole came out, he made a statement, and that was how we kicked off. Then I think before you guys went into zoning, I was not the president.
Okay, so we have 10 people now on stage.
Yeah, like we were talking about the zoning. For me, I think the clamor for the ticket to be zoned to Edo Central is not far-fetched. Anybody can say, we can all talk about competence. And I think it's also shameful that a party can tell me that they cannot get any competent person from a particular zone to represent them for a ticket. It's for me, it's absurd. So, and why is it like Flynn? I would say, Flynn, yeah, I understand you don't care about zoning, you want competence and but you are talking from a position of strength, because you are from a majority. You are talking from a position of strength. Yes, we are from the minority, like it was pointed out here. We only have 30%. That's a fact. But for, like we keep saying it, we're not demanding it. For fairness, and we are a region put together. That's why it is not possible for you to have the governor from Edo South, the deputy governor from Edo South, the speaker of the House of. It's not possible. The governor will come from a certain district, the deputy governor will come from another district, and the speaker of the House will come from a different district. Why?
Odiano said, do you believe in the saying that politics is a game of numbers?
Yes, it is.
Is that a simple fact?
It is. That is why we negotiate. Okay, like Flynn actually said initially. That is why you negotiate.
Let's have a conversation.
Even if sorry to interject, even if politics is based on numbers, it has to be balanced.
Yes.
That's why I said let's have a conversation. Okay. So it has to be balanced. Right?
Timmy, let me give you an example. Let me use Germany as an example. No party has formed a government in Germany. No party. You see, one party is ruling no party. It's always a coalition. Because no party gets to that 42% to form a government.
Because they made sure that Germany cannot have a one-party system because of the
Yes,
World
because
War.
they are a multi-party system. But Nigeria is a two-party state. Any third party is regional. Look at our history. From NPN, UPN, Action Group. Action Group was regional. The main parties were NPN. From NCPN, UNCP.
Let me observe it so that you don't confuse us. The truth is that Nigeria
hold on, Rasta, hold on.
Nigeria is
Sorry,
multi-party
Rasta.
state. Multiple parties came together to fight the opposition. That is why you now see it's a two-party state. If PDP should join with NPN and the rest of them, they will also fight. The other parties are weaker because our constitution allows the party in power to have so much power to oppress the others. That is it. So right now we are going for generational shift so that our younger generation can have the power to muscle out these people out of government. That is what we are looking at. I beg you to join
Hold on, Rasta and Ojanese, hold on. Yes, you listen to you guys since you guys they talk. Ojanese getting it right, and Rasta, you get your rights too. But for fairness, this ticket supposed to go to Central. If you go this way, we all know parties wants to win. If we go this way, there's gonna be a shift and a shake on Edo State political structure. Like it or not, you cannot be doing some certain things and you rub on the people's face. No, nobody.
No,
We are all
Tony,
Edos.
sorry to interject.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me land. You cannot do things and align rub it on their face. And again, for my brothers in the South, make I use this language. You have to align. It's not, you don't play politics of entitlement. We know it's a start.
Observation. As a
I'm coming. Sorry.
I want to save you.
Hold on.
As a co-host,
sorry, hold on.
You spoil the program.
No. So Tony, I think
I'm not taking side. Just let me land. I'm not taking side
on this one, and I will explain to you before I even say. Please, sorry to cut you off, but before I even go forward, let me just state something clearly. My personal preference, which I've stated even in writing, is for an Edo Central person to win the election. That is my personal preference. I cannot impose it on the next person. I cannot impose it on my wife. I cannot impose it on my siblings. Right? That is my personal preference because of this same issue of moral uprightness and, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. I totally agree. But my point is this. We cannot approach it with a sense of entitlement. The same way the Edo South cannot approach with a sense of entitlement, the same way the Edo North cannot approach with a sense of entitlement. If we say an Esan person should win, and there is no candidate, now that is at this point, it is difficult for you to say no party is bringing out a credible candidate of Esan extraction. I will struggle to agree with that. But if that happens to be the case, we cannot then say that because it is the turn of Esan, any Esan person that is on the ticket has to go through. It can't be that way. The same way an Edo person cannot say they must be the candidate because they are Edo, and Edo is 50% or 55% of the voting populace. It can't be that. So when we are talking, let's be pragmatic in what we are saying. Let's use the same yardstick. Do you understand? So if it is a woman of Esan extraction that is the best candidate, I will line up behind that woman. If she's 37, I will line up. If the best candidate is 61 years old, I will line up behind that person.
The best. That's what we want. The best.
Let the best candidate be your candidate. Not the Esan candidate, not the Bini candidate, not the Auchi candidate, not the male or female or 27-year-old or 67-year-old.
Observation to me. How do you define the best candidate? You see, when you
thank you.
Okay, so that is
where I was coming.
That is a conversation we now need to have. What is the checklist? Junior asked earlier, what are these criteria? That is what we should be discussing instead of saying yes, son.
Timmy, wait. That is where you do your in-house clearance. I give you an example, like PDP now. They look their own, they say, okay, for fairness and equity, let us zone it to Edo Central. Yes, some people not agree.
This man at PDP.
I am. I know the. I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just making fun of you. Go ahead.
So that is why. That is why. That is why. That is why.
The way you have said this thing clearly says that. Do you expect Obaseki, who have done 8 years in PDP, to give it to a Benin man? You understand the clarification, and now understand something. Oshomole made it clear that from his region, there's a minister. 4 people he qualified and said 2 from Central, 2 from South. Don't ever say that somebody is only to South. Everybody has the right to aspire. Asian people or Edo Central people bought tickets. They should lobby and win. You guys should not be missing this thing like everybody's only to Edo or everybody's only to South. Or
Will you, Flynn, take it easy. Take it easy.
Okay. House. Flynn. I hope I'm not making it get personal to you.
It is already.
We are discussing.
We are not educating ourselves.
No, it is knowledge being shared. It is knowledge being shared. You might have more political insights than others. Or your own philosophy.
No, see, yeah, and for the fact say you are a politician, you should understand what we are talking about. And now we're supposed to project people from that zone. Well, we not get competent people from there.
See, don't tell me that PDP don't need to enter Central. The deputy governor from Edo North.
No, you don't understand. You see, we watch now. Like I said, some people.
See, let's go back. Let's calm down.
Please.
Let's calm down. People are saying we are all speaking from our
program. We should educate ourselves because this thing will be used against us as young men. Let us stay
Mr. Rasta, Flynn, we are all friends here. We are all talking.
You are taking politics too deep. You are taking politics too. You are being too emotional and too sentimental for political matters. That's not why we are here. We are here to dissect things. We are here to educate ourselves, regardless of our party affiliation.
I'm saying that we should say it as it is with proof, not say things that we cannot defend. That's what I'm saying.
Like what exactly? What exactly is being said here that cannot be defended? That was saying for equity and fairness. Are we the only people here talking about it? It's all over everywhere. Everybody's saying it. Why are you acting like? Why you making it seem like it's strange to your ear? You are just hearing it now.
Tony, yes.
Please,
no matter where they everywhere now. Not only we they talk.
Not only we they talk. Even if we they talk about say younger candidate for younger, like for example now this Dennis Idahosa what they talk about now. If you will go in himself, Wikipedia not will get information. When they talk about checklist and all those kind of things, people know people.
Are you for real?
Yeah, go check them. You let it go show you 2023 House of Representative election.
Nothing.
He doesn't have information.
He never finished his tenure.
One house,
please.
We are not here to balance the
This is the mistake that the co-host is making. You are making it look as if it's against Dennis. You should stop it. Don't spoil your program.
Okay, Mr. Flynn, hold on. Just not Tony, hold on. Everybody hold on. We are all hold on, Mr. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, hold on. Mr. Flynn, can you hear us? Mr. Flynn, can you hear us? Mr. Flynn, can you hear us?
Why are you grumbling? Flynn, listen to others.
You didn't hear us.
What's going on?
Obizo J, hold on. Please, we are all grown up. We'll be friends. We all come here to discuss a conversation and not be monologue and not anything personal. And me and Junior and I be the co-host here. I beg. Hold on, Mr. Flynn. When I said hold on, Mr. Flynn, hold on now. Mr. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, the problem I'm having with you is that if I say hold on, you hold on. Please respect me now. I beg. Please allow me and Junior to moderate the flow so that we all will get better conversation. If you listen to people, they listen to us outside now, they don't understand who they talk. Everybody talk over each other. You get your right to say anything you want, but make it coordinated, one after the other. And then we'll not talk over each other.
Can I jump in? This is Sele, please.
Hold
Sorry
on,
to come.
Sele, hold on. We have to call on people that will come in. We'll call you, then you come in. If we don't call you, just stay.
Mr. Flynn and Mr. Odianose, please, you guys should take it easy on how you come up with words. We are here for education. We are here to learn. We are here to put heads together. We are not here for or against. That is the reason we are here is because we want us to have one voice. We are all here to have one way. Let's not have one decision. That is the reason we have come up with this. It's Edo election. Like I said, Edo election will always bring issues on issues. But these politicians are friends. We cannot start having voices over ourselves because of politics. Let's keep our friendship intact first. All we're talking about is criteria. It's not about Denko. It's not about Aswe, Godalo, or anybody. What are the criteria? Can't we just come up with 5 major points to say this is what we want from a candidate? And who has 4 over 5? So takes it for the day from us. We know we have friends. I mentioned somebody being my friend and a candidate. We can have that, but let us see. Let us come up with solid criteria so that we don't have to start saying we need to go to check the person on social media or the person has to come to talk to us. No. We will say, does this man meet these criteria? And if he does it, he flies. We all stand in line. That's not fair enough. That's fair enough. So, sorry, next person has to be Sele. If I'm not Sele, I'm not so conversant with this. Can we, if you want to say something, please, there's a chat section on the right. I don't know if it's the private or the general. Just say, I indicate there so that we can call your name in, because I don't think they have the hand buttons like they do in
Zoom.
We can't. I don't think that has it here. So if you want to say anything, just please say write something on the. Yes, I think yes. Conglo has put his hand up. Timmy put a question mark, but Conglo has put it. But after Vuvu, after Sele, Conglo, you are next. Thank you.
Okay, can I go on now?
Yes, Sele, go ahead.
All right, so I was just about to comment on that. Please, little advice to the moderators and organizers. We need to have some kind of procedure for this, because I see Tony keeps saying you can interject. I don't think that is a good idea. Everybody's going to interject, and I'm not part of that, so I don't know how to argue like that. Okay, coming to criteria, right? Everybody has a criteria when you are applying for a top job. You go on the newspaper, they say, 10 years experience. Anybody below 30? Are they qualified people above 30? Of course, they are qualified people above 30. Are there people that know the job that have less than 10 years experience? Of course, there are people that know the job. But just to streamline some things, you have a criteria. Mr. Flynn mentioned his own criteria is the person should not be above 50. But when it comes to saying rotation, it's being thrown out and say, oh no, that should never be a criteria, because tribe and all of that is a very sensitive thing to us. Here in the US, you will not go and run on a Republican ticket and being a liberal. Nobody will answer you. Or you go to Democratic ticket and you're a conservative. Nobody will answer you. Those are criteria. And this is not trying to be funny or trying to say, oh, you are being tribalistic. No. The problem is that when these politicians go into closed door meetings with themselves, They make all sorts of promises to themselves. Oh, support people. You support me now. I'm from the south. Don't worry. In 8 years' time, I will support your people from north or wherever. Then it's 8 years now. People start having ideas. Oh no, we cannot play the politics of tribalism. No, no, no. But that is not. I said it the first time. Not be. Let's face reality. Mr. Flynn mentioned that, oh, when Ogbemudia was governor for Bender State, well, Ogbemudia did a lot for Bender State, but that was how many years ago? Years leading to where we are now, recent years, like I said earlier, we have seen it. Everybody develops their area. That is is it going to happen overnight I don't like it personally. I don't like it. Is it going to change overnight? No, it's not. I would want a young person to be governor of Edo State, a younger gentleman. Of course, I would want that. But let me be honest with myself. The young people I'm seeing out there, based on my own criteria in my head, I don't believe that they have some things that I'm looking for in a leader. I'm not a member of any political party. Personally, if you say personally for me, if you say you want to pick somebody that would be, I like Akpata very, very much, but I think it's not the best time for him because he's from Edo South. Is that making me, am I being tribalistic? No, I'm not. I grew up in Benin. I've spent all my life in Benin, most of my adult life in Benin. But because of the way we are with our politics and our government, I just feel it is the time for somebody from Central. That is my personal opinion. It's not when they talk about Denko, you said something. I have never
Sorry,
seen.
3 minutes,
Sorry,
please.
30, let me just. In terms of Denko, I have never watched an in-depth question and answer interview. Have I heard him speak about some things on TV? Of course, I've heard his voice, but in depth, I have never heard him speak. So I can't really say more. But what I can say is that he has been able to snatch power from the Igbinedians in his area, which is a commendable thing. It's not an easy thing. So he must have something. I know the gentleman has something, but I've not seen him enough of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You exceed 3 minutes. Thank you for everything. Yes, I wanted to make a remark on your statement, but I wouldn't go for that. I would let Mr. Konglo, his hands here, he has his hands up. Please, if you want to make a suggestion, let's not jump on each other. Just go to the private chat on the right side of your screen and just put your hands up. So we have two people. That's Mr. Konglo and next person is Timmy. Mr. Konglo, please, you have 3 minutes. Can you share what you...
Oh yeah. So basically the last caller literally said almost everything I intended to say, but just a quick add-on to what he has said there. There's always some certain level of affinity to where we come from. It's in depth, it's in all of us, especially as Africans, because of the way we were raised up. So we're naturally likely to affinate more to where we're coming from, our tribe, our religion, and all of that. Having said all of that about the question you asked, criteria, or some personal certain level of attributes or landmark for someone to get to be that you feel is ideal to become a governor right now. Like he rightfully said, I don't think, even though myself I'm a very young person, I don't think age per se, I wouldn't agree that anybody less than 50 should be the one to govern. If really there are truly people over 50 that are very credible, I think that is very, very ideal. So I wouldn't like us to bust it in between in that age bracket. Even like he rightfully said that some young persons are not even behaving worthy enough of potentialities of the kind of leaders we're actually craving for, that we're actually wishing to get. But that aside, there's two different school of thoughts that when they want to define personalities of a leader, and one of them comes from the nurture and nature part of view. I would just like to say here, and I think I said that before earlier, oftentimes the situation or the circumstances or the events of a community or group of people determines the kind of leader that emerges. South Africa, for instance, during the time of Mandela, an activist, a human rights activist like Mandela, was able to excel and became that famous because of the fact that as at that time, South Africa was struggling with the whole apartheid thing and discrimination of the indigenous black people that were in South Africa. What I think right now, in terms of our state, what we're really lacking, the lacuna we have in our state governance, is simply the ability or the capacity. We actually need a leader, someone that can reflect, that the ideologies and principles of his leadership can reflect in the individual life of the people. Someone that can really connect the people. I think that is what we should be looking for now in terms of someone that can lead us in that state, specifically, like that is what we should, without having to mention names, that what we should be looking for in every single political party. Someone that can bridge that gap that the current administration has put Edo State into. There's a very big space between the people and the government. It's so obvious. I think that should be one of the things we should really look out for, and just put age aside, even though it's a plus if we can find that in a young person. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I always enjoy when you, Mr. Kongo, I always enjoy when you break it down. Yes, that is a good one. Age, but sometimes the age thing, because we have to look at, for me, I'm here as a moderator, but for me, I think the age, anybody above 50 should be either told, if you are above 50, you shouldn't do more than one tenor. I know they say you need time to, but come on. In the next 8 years, we'll all be in our 50s. That means none of us here will qualify. Is that fair on us? Not just us. A lot of people we know are there. So if this is not the time, when will it be? When will it be? I'm just saying. Some young people have spoiled the whole. It doesn't mean because the young ones have spoiled it. The older ones have been there and they have killed it. So you can't say, because we cannot say. I'm just saying we cannot say because a few bad eggs have spoiled it, so we have to zero out the young ones. No, for me, it is not. It is not it. And again, I think zoning. I am speaking for myself now. Zoning should not. I don't think zoning should be a criteria. If we have to pick this, I would not vote for zoning to be a criteria. But let me not digress. We have Timmy waiting for us. Timmy, are you there with us?
Sorry, my co-host Odiana's hand is up, so I think I don't know if you want to speak.
No, I've seen. Just let me.
Okay.
I know Timmy has been up before.
Okay. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, Timmy is next.
Thank you, Junior. I will allow Odianos to speak because I'm sure I would want to respond to one or two things he will say. So let him speak.
Okay.
Odianos, please be calm as you are speaking.
Odianos, please. Because I know I have a lot to tell us. Odianos, please. Break it down.
Actually, basically, it's just now what is start our discussion about this zoning. Yeah, if we're talking of criteria, for me personally, I was okay. My first criteria is the person should come from Edo Central. Okay, that's the first criteria. For like I was keep saying, for fairness, equity. We say we are one people. Like Prince say, it don't matter where the person from come. Okay, so since it don't matter where the person from come, if you look at political history since 1999, we've only had it for 1 year and 2 months with Osumbo, and the tribunal took him out. So if we say it don't matter, why don't we just give it to this region since they're the clamor for him? The competence we're talking about, we will see there. In regards age just numbers. Not just numbers. It doesn't actually bring much. It is it's your selflessness. No matter. You could have a 37-year-old person that is selfish. You could turn into a dictator. And you could have a 65-year-old that is selfless, that want to, okay, I don't have much time again. Let me give something to the people. And in our history, we've always used criteria, CVs, and hope. Because when you get there, your manifesto goes under the drawer. You start doing what you're doing, what you want to do. So our hope, now say, whoever comes, we hope the person will see the needs of the people and deliver the dividends of democracy. And also, we as a people, we play a very, very important role because we are good at pointing out our bad leadership. But like I tell anybody, our leaders are a reflection of the people. Our leaders we're not being ruled by foreigners. We're being ruled by Nigerians. They are a reflection of us. We exalt our leaders despite the maltreatment, despite the hardship whether they bestow on us. Just because of our stomach, our private stomach, we still exalt these people. So I think we should try and start to enlighten our people. So maybe sanitize our people to know how to treat these people. You cannot be bowing to your master and expect him to treat you different. Let me digress a bit. Like this in the during the
but just round up, please.
My conclusion, I think we as a people, we get to change our mindset before we get the right leaders.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Odiano, sir. I have a question. Sorry, Timmy. I have a question. Yes, you said from the criteria, yes, you will pick zoning as part of the criteria. But now, I want to ask, would you pick a less credible candidate because he comes from the certain zone to a better candidate from another senatorial district? I can use the word district, yes. Are you going to tell me if we have a candidate from Edo North who is more credible, are you going to pick the Edo South, Edo Central, because it is the turn, like people say? It is not a written agreement. It is a gentleman's agreement in politics. So even when they do the North and South, Atiku came and said, it is a gentleman's politics. Everybody has the right.
I can answer that. I would say
the credibility. I'm trying to tell you. So would you say because Edo has not had it since 1999 or had it 1 year and some months, so we have to give it to a less credible candidate? Is that what you are saying?
Credibility is relative.
Okay.
So when you say credible person, will you tell me there is nobody from Edo Central that is capable of being the governor of Edo State? What's credibility?
Okay, let me say something. You're a PDP member. You're a PDP member, like you mentioned earlier on. I'm not taking it to your party. What I'm saying is whoever you are supporting that is from Edo North, are all the PDP candidates from Edo Central?
No, that's personal now.
I said all. I didn't call any name. I said all from Edo Central. Edo PDP has more than one candidate from Edo Central.
Edo Central has a consensus candidate.
And also, all the Edo Central PDP candidates are all in order.
They have a consensus candidate.
Sorry, whoever is speaking, please, you cannot come in. You have to give your. If you cannot.
Edo Central PDP has a consensus candidate.
Who? Who is this person?
No, we say we know the good person now. With the general junior now.
No, you are telling us. You are educating us. We are not going on. I'm not going on any candidate. I'm just talking. We are talking about criteria here, and I asked a simple question.
Yeah, the Edo Central PDP candidate is Aso Igodalo.
Okay, is Aso Igodalo the only Edo PDP from Central?
Everybody, Yakubu and
No,
everybody don't step down for her.
Okay, everybody. When did this happen? I've not seen the news. I haven't seen it on the news.
It's on the media. It's on the media space now.
Okay, everybody has stepped down for him. So, are you telling us now that the only PDP candidate is Aswe Godalo? Is that what you are telling me?
No.
Okay, there are other candidates from other districts, from other zones.
Those the other candidates now. Primaries will come.
Okay.
The other people.
So PDP
the other people in the primary in the race now.
PDP has just one from Edo Central.
Yes.
Is this a fact, or you are telling
one
us?
serious one?
Okay, it's a fact. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And now, are you saying I'm not about discrediting anybody? Are you saying he's the best that PDP can come up with?
Yeah, that's my candidate.
I know he's still in the.
If you, I did choose my words. I did choose my words.
Okay, you see, you are contradicting. We are contradicting ourselves.
No, I did choose. I know they contradict myself. I did choose my words. I did mind.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Because I had to write that down to ask. We have to know
yeah, you can find out. Yeah.
No, yes. I said I had to. Yes, we'll get back to that. But now we have Timmy on the line, and we have Mr. Concor on the as next. Timmy, are you available to tell us?
Yes, I'm available, and I would like to continue your question to Odianose. So, Odianose, let's assume that Aswe is PDP candidate, right? And for some reason, something happens, and that Aswe that you know to be the credible candidate of PDP is no longer the candidate. But then there is now another candidate within PDP who was the second person just following him. But that person is from Edo North, for instance, right? And that becomes the next person PDP is considering. Are you saying that as a party man, you will not support the decision of the party to say because of political expediency, Aswe can no longer be in the race, let it be this Edo North person? That simply because that person is from Edo North, you would say, no, I'm not following.
Okay. Can I answer you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if like you said, I believe in hierarchy and I believe in loyalty. If according to hierarchy, the next person is from Edo North, I will support my party.
Okay, thank you, sir. So from that, your answer, I can tell that it is not really about ethnicity. It is about party affiliation. And I want to lovingly encourage you to try and move beyond that in 2024. And let's focus on what is best for Edo State. Because I understand your sentiment around, are we saying that there is no credible candidate from Edo Central? It's impossible for anybody to say that. The same way we made the argument about a black president in the US, even though I don't have a US passport. But it became glaring that it was a white patriarchal society that would not allow a woman, that would not allow a person of color. And so we made the point. But
to me, wait, can I clear something?
Yes, sir.
Let me revert back to your question. You know, that question you asked me is in an extreme situation.
It's a hypothetical situation.
It's a hypothetical situation. So let's clear that.
Yeah, I made that hypothetical situation because you were trying to dodge Jay's question, which was very clear. Like, if there are two candidates, one is of Edo Central extraction and one is not, and the one who is not is more credible by your own standard. We are not saying general.
What's it? Credibility. That's why I said credibility is relative.
Yes. So by the law of relativity, there must be somebody who to you is more credible. His question is, if this person seems to be more credible to you, would you choose the other one simply because they are of Edo Central. You have answered the question. You would not. Because if that is the case, as soon as they remove Aswe in PDP, you would move to the next party that has Edo Central, but that's not your position. So your position is more about party and not your ethnic group. So I'm agreeing with you that all over the world, there are these sentiments, right? Because it's the same way we said the white people cannot tell us that only white Americans, only male white Americans can govern America. Till date, it's an ongoing battle. So what the ASAM people are doing is not different. However, my own personal position is that I will not follow an Edo man, Edo woman to the ballot and vote for them if I am not convinced they are the best person for the job, simply because they are Benin. And I don't expect any ASAM person to do same. So if the ASAM people are saying it is our turn, which I agree personally, they must come correct. Your candidates must be.
Which we're doing.
That's all. Do that, and you will see that the electorate are not foolish.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Timmy. Yes, we have exceeded 3 minutes. We have Mr. Concord as the next person in line. Mr. Concord.
Yeah, this way they show us so now be smaller.
You said?
Mr. Aro just they show us here.
My brother, another year waiting at the talk.
Yeah, I hope say my 3 minutes never start. Make I talk about.
Your 3 minutes never start. Your 3 minutes never start. You have 3 minutes to give us. Okay, Mr. Concord. Yes, Mr. Jess Concord. Can you please start your 3 minutes?
Yeah, I want to talk about the PDP and the best candidate when Edo need to bring. Somebody asked question for the chat. I see the chat. He asked question about Aslam. Somebody asked about Yakubu. And for fact, if we look what Oshomole do during his own deputy and Obaseki, to me, as a PDP member, I be PDP member, but I don't want to talk about party. I want to talk about what's good for my own state. Okay? Because the same thing Oshomole do when they bring Obaseki come. Now the same thing me personally they see say Obaseki they do to they bring Aswen come. Because when they talk about record, data and everything there, we fit check everything on public record. Waiting all these people. For example, Yakubu when at the year now say he stepped down for Aswen, if you talk about service to his people, that get more pedigree pass Aswen. If we talk about leadership, he has been a local government chairman pass Aswen. Let's forget about say President so kind CEO office and the rest of the team. Person get fine resume and everything. Now who will deliver to the people? Now we need to think of now, because all of us when did this group, we did diaspora. Our life done better. Let's say the way it's supposed to be. But the people, when we know say when we wake up every morning, we must see 5 missed call from somebody from Bongo. When they ask us for one app or the other, now we're supposed to think about. As when, if you also look at the complaint when in don't stay as a top oga there, some of them still get K-leg, but not be waiting one begin a debate on. But I just hope say we will pass through party, we will pass through emotion, we will pass through feelings, we will look at the really, really best person. And somebody asked the question, what's be the best? How will we identify the best person? We never really talk about that in here for this group. To me, what I feel say we fit identify the best person. Now, what the person don't do or what the person they do currently for his state. First and foremost, I did so pain to hear say somebody like Yakubu they step down, which is fine for based on the party. But if you look at that man resume, you go not say person when they sack somebody as a one-time local government chairman, one-time commissioner of the state. He has contributed to his local government more than any other person, both in PDP and APC, when don't develop for his own local government or his own state, that guy get that resume. No, we can go verify him. He did there openly. But two, we also look at somebody when get industry, when they provide. It doesn't have to get the industry for Edo State, but at least if you look at the industry, you go see some Edo people. You know, say some Edo people did here. You know, so okay, this person they look, they go back. Say, you see, they employ young people for his state. You go see think about that. There are a lot of people there in PDP that I know that have also done that, but I never hear of anybody come say in work for Aswen or in work for Denko or in work for is there Yamu or in work for just like waiting Oba ask the guy from Edo North. When he go meet Oba, tell Oba say he want run for election. Oba ask now, you know how you take become a minister? Waiting you don't do for the people when put you there. So I think as Edo light, more we try to look on things when we better our people back home. Not we. We went there here. God don't bless us already. More think about those people. More see how we fit develop our state by putting the right person. That right person now make we come out with a checklist of the criteria to identify who be this right person and how we fit find out. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your input. You try well. You gave us the story that we wanted to hear. But though your contribution is great. I'm not going to discuss. I may get one question I want to ask you, but we leave that one first. Next, we go to Rasta. Okay, Rasta, Flynn. The microphone don't on your hand, but now 3 minutes. Now 3 minutes. Please take this thing brief. Okay, Flynn, you there?
I did, yeah.
Okay, sir. Please, you have 3 minutes and hold on, please, because I have a timer and stop timer here. And your 3 minutes starts.
Well, I don't think I need to use up to 3 minutes, but I want to ask a question for those who are talking about rotation and who believe that if you don't get into your university, you will not develop. I want them to help me do a comparative analysis between Lucky Villagers 8 years and Oshomole 8 years, and kindly tell me who did better for his people. Because if you look at
sorry, you are not Lucky and who?
Lucky and Oshomole 8 years, and tell me who actually developed anywhere in Edo, because Lucky was from Benin, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think he did anything. But Oshomole, we can see that he did more than even the Benin man. And even while I want to credit the Auchi Fertilizer Company to Lucky, he didn't do it in Edo. So that's why I want to just go. I want to stick with the topic of today, which is rotation.
Okay. So have you answered the question that you have asked about? Is it you want us to deliberate further about who did more? Who?
No, yeah, guess what I said. I just want to throw it to those people who think that if the person comes from your region, the person must develop better. So I'm
okay.
Do a comparative analysis between Oshomole's time when he worked in Edo in Benin and Lucky's time. I don't know who did better. You understand? I'm only just trying to, maybe I will learn from the discussion. I want to stick with the rotational topic. I don't want to dabble into candidacy. When the moderator brings up a topic on criteria for a candidate and how we need to choose candidate, maybe then we'll start talking about the candidate relating their work life, their profile. Anybody can be there. I'm ever up to the age to contest. So I don't think I should be beating my ass out for somebody here. So that's my own submission. I just only want to make sure that nobody should confuse my brain by saying rotation is what brings development. I want to speak on the fact that a credible candidate that is young, vibrant, it's not the political party should be thinking to bring out. I'm not even particular about a party now, whether APC or PDP. If PDP brings a young man, good. The APC brings, whoever brings, all well and good. Let us know. Let me stay like that so the judge will look at me.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, for your opinion on Lucky and Oshomole, I think for that, we just Lucky actually emerged after a serious time of the military junta. So a lot of people they will say, although it's not yardstick, they'll say, lucky, nobody really believed in democracy when those people came in. That was why some real active politicians did not participate.
Are you really
So
saying this, Mr. Moderator?
no, I said from what I gathered, it's not. I'm here. I'm not here for anybody. I am not saying Lucky did better than Oshomole. To me, all these governors can do a lot better.
No, I didn't say you said Lucky did better. You are excusing somebody's action. That's what I said. Are you really excusing the
Excusing
action
who?
of
I
somebody?
said people relate to that. That it was Abacha. Are they not? When we talk, are they not saying Tinubu is a piece of a chip of is having issues? Some people are defending Tinubu that the issues is because of why everybody is always accusing the previous. So I am saying that they said Lucky did not do because it was from Abacha. Nobody believed in democracy because they felt maybe after a while the military will come again. That was the excuse they gave to us. But that aside,
Okay.
that is
Okay, can you do the comparative analysis of the development that Oshomole did in Benin?
no. I think Shomole for me.
Hold on. The one that Obaseki did in Benin City. Let's just
No, I
do the
think for
analysis.
me, that's why I said you
Just
didn't have to even
do
go
the
further.
comparison. Let's know who did
For me,
better.
Oshomole has been the best governor Edo had.
I
Okay,
rest my case.
Oshomole has been the best governor since '99. I said for me, when it comes to infrastructure and some certain.
That's your opinion.
I said for me, that is me. I mean, I'm not speaking for any group or gender. I am speaking for myself. And Oshomole made it solid for me because Oshomole was even the man that chose Obaseki. So if they say Obaseki did better than Oshomole, who brought Obaseki? Even if they say people put it in position, it's not about imposition. If you see a light in a person, you can say, I can say today, I want Flynn to be my candidate. I'll go and meet Flynn. I'll say, Flynn, please, I like the way you are. You know the problems. I know how you relate with people. Please be my candidate. It is not wrong for any man to have a choice. It is never wrong for any man to have a specific person as a candidate. Never. If we all of us here, if we have the powers to pick a person to become governor, we will do it. We only blame these people because we are far from having those powers, which is the truth. Everybody that has the power to pick a person to become governor will do it. Although some people, the only problem is that some people will pick their wife's brother instead of picking credible. So right now, that's back to the things we are saying, criteria. Then secondly, I want to say something. Does the emergence of a candidate affect his pavement or his path to progress? Should I break it down? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Does the emergence of a candidate, does it affect his progress? Because sometimes people say Mr. A brought Mr. B. So Mr. A is not allowing Mr. B to do his work. That's why I said the emergence. How do we expect, what are the best way to have a candidate emerge? Because we are accusing Obaseki to be a godfather. We accused Oshomole we are still accusing Oshomole of being a godfather. Is that a wrong thing to do, or would it affect the candidate? How do we expect a candidate to emerge? This is a question that we have to do 2 minutes each for all the people that want to. I will take it according to the list.
Sorry, can I?
How the hands have been?
Okay.
Yes, because it starts from Vuvu did not Vuvu. I'll start with Vuvu, and it goes to Conglo, and it goes to Timi, Odianose, Rasta, Concord, and whatever it is.
Oh, me, Oyi
will be the last.
Uyi, you'll be on the list too, but we do it like we did it before.
Okay.
The question, 2 minutes. the emergence of a candidate, does it affect his progress or the way he works if he becomes governor? Please, Congo, do we have you there?
Yeah, I'm here. But you need to narrow that question a bit more, streamline it a bit more.
Okay,
the emergence of the governor in terms of how?
No, the emergence of a candidate, does it affect his
What do you mean by the emergence exactly?
How do candidates emerge? What is the best way? Okay, let us not go into that. What is the best way? What is the best way for a candidate or for a candidate to emerge to lead a party?
Okay, so is that Aman the next one to take that question?
Yes, you are there. Yes.
So because of the kind of system, political structure we have in Nigeria, we have a party system. So the best way for any candidate, that's I was trying to really get the direct message where you were coming from. But the best way for any candidate to really come out or to emerge, rather, it's usually defined by the kind of political party they find themselves. Because we don't have individual candidature in Nigeria; it's not yet been operated. If you understand what I mean. So oftentimes we always have to look inward at the kind of political party and the structure they have. There's no other, you can't get this any more better apart from how that party structure is. And in Nigeria, where we don't really have a defined or a clear party ideology, I don't know, we're just at the mercy of the elites in the political parties, the power that be. So it's really very difficult to really say, oh, this is the best way like a candidate should emerge, because the kind of system PDP might be practicing will be very quite different from that APC is practicing. And that's why we should really work towards developing our political system to be from within, from the grassroots, where you still give power back to the people. See the way Aspirants is, being endorsed by Obaseki. See what on Comrade Aliyo is doing today, endorsing Denko. These are not giving the key players of those political party the right to actually, exercise their franchise. And that's why at the end of the day, the options that they give to us, the option that this political party gives to us, oftentimes is not a reflection of the options that the people truly want. So at the end of the day, we are the mercy of the political party. So I can't really categorically say this is the best way that I put any. So long as our ideologies is all party based, there's no individual candidature, and the political parties themselves don't even have a clear-cut ideology, we're just at the mercy of the political parties. That's what I think.
Thank you very much. That hurts me a lot. Okay, but it's okay. Who do we have next? We have Timmy. Timmy, please, can you give us a brief one on it?
Thank you. I think Konglo has said most of it. What I would just add is that it goes beyond. It's not a linear answer. So it's more about the mindset of the people than it is about the process. So while he was talking, I was playing it in my head. And it's sad that I have to say this because I'm an advocate of the people. But more often than not, in the Nigerian system, if you leave such decisions to the people, as should be, they would end up doing what that godfather would do. It just would be more expensive for the godfather, because all he has to do is pay them to toe his line, and they will do what he wants them to do. It's either that or you leave it to them and they are not informed enough to even know how to make the right choice. Even amongst us, in quote, the so-called elite, give us 5 bullet points, frigging criteria for choosing candidates. We have spoken plenty English, we don't have 4 that we can all agree on. Not to talk of that masses who has not eaten. Right? So my take on this is not popular, but I don't think the American version or the Western version of democracy suits us as Nigerians. I will stop there so I don't say anything that is treasonable.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Odiano, sir, I think you are next in line.
Yeah. Well, I think, like you said, how emergence in Nigerian politics, they are kind of politics, they're expensive. So first, you need to have money. You need to earn. For us, we also have to encourage ourselves to practice party politics. Like Tongo just said, it's what they present that you want your everybody shall go get your PVC. PVC na election day. Now, what they don't present, now you go vote for PVC. But we should encourage our people to practice party politics to be able to be delegates, choose the delegates that we, choose the best candidates for to govern us, because we are still in circles. Because we they say the best candidate, the best candidate. We talk of Lucky, we'll talk of the good, and we'll talk of the flaws. We'll go to Oshomole, we'll talk of he did this, he do this, he do this, but we'll still talk of see the witty thief. You still go Obaseki, you still talk, you still. So it is not nobody's. We cannot be when we they compare. It's just that we they choose. We want to choose evil. Okay, I want to choose this evil. This is my evil. This is my witch. I want to no, because they are all the same. With the practice in Nigeria, we reshuffle reshuffle politics with the practice. Now make people they decamp. You see person contest election for PDP, the next election is contesting the APC, another election is contesting the Labour. That's how it's now recycle politics we do. So and that is hard for development. That is hard for development because the person you are driving away is changing his face, changing a logo, and coming back again. So if for us, we get to sanitize our people to practice party politics to change these faces because the logo is static. To change these faces that represent us, that is the only way we can bring the age down. If we practice party politics, but getting our PVC, because now the old people say practice the party politics, the young people wait for election day. So
Okay. Are you done? No, round up. Yes, round up, Mr.
yeah,
Dennis.
I think that is for me. Like you said, for the question, that is for me. That's the best way to get credible candidates out of political parties to contest elections.
Okay. We have Flynn next. Flynn, please could you tell us how we go about it? Are you there, Flynn?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Well, when we talk about the emergency, it depends on how I understand the question. But the truth about it is that, irrespective of how anybody emerges, what matters is what the person does when he has the power. We have seen it that government power is supreme. So even whether you emerge through a leader, if you want to boot out the leader, it's something very easy. Since Tubaya just brought down the House of Assembly, if not for the intervention of the federal government, he would have been able to boot out Wike because he has all the life and young things. So what you do with the power is what matters. So I don't believe how a person comes in or how a person comes out is matter. It's important. Somebody was brought in by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And if you look at, if you want to ask the Lagos man regularly now how he feels about Ambode, he will tell you that Ambode was very good. That they have never seen a governor who worked as smoothly, as seamlessly, and with so much speed like Ambode. But it was obviously removed. So it's not how the people come in. It's just to get the right person. And that's why these discussions are on. How do we get the right person there? Even when we need a leader to bring that right person, when the person gets there, the person should do what he needs to do. Government is created that to provide welfare and security for the people. They didn't add the part and choose how the person will come in. What matters? That's why we don't hold the leader responsible. We hold the candidate or the person, the governor responsible. Nobody will ever tell you to go and hold the leader. And we hold you that have been getting the knife and yam. Because if you want to kick out that leader, it will be easy for you to do. But when you want to blame, you blame the leader. So let us stick with the narrative of getting the right person. And however flawed the process is, what is important among the devils, let's pick the lesser evil. At least we must still find one good one inside. Whether the political parties bring their candidates, we have 4, 5, 3, 15 platforms or 3 platforms. On that 3 platforms, there's no one that you not see that, oh, this one is better than the other 3. Let's pick that one. Irrespective of the fact that we cannot really influence the primaries. Politics everywhere in the world is done by the elites or the politicians. They bring what we have. Even in US, they brought what we have. In short, the parties in US now are bringing candidates almost 80 years. But the people will still vote and they will still deliver on their promises. That's what's important. So let's get people there. Let's hold them accountable for what they promised. And I believe we'll start making progress.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Konko, you are next. Mr. Konko, are you there? Mr. Vuzela, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Have you spoken on this matter? Have you spoken on this?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. Okay. So, okay.
All right. So how a candidate emerges from the party. Now, I think it was Konglu that said it. Because of the way our politics is structured, we don't have independent candidates. So we have to go with whoever the party brings up, which is flawed. And it comes back to when I was talking about the reality of our politics. This is where we are. We will have to, the political parties will have to improve on their criteria for choosing candidates. I personally don't like the idea of an incumbent when they're going out, they just say, okay, this is who I support, and bring somebody in the same way or Baseki was brought in, and it seems the same way he's trying to bring in as well. But the opposition always have a better way of choosing a candidate because they are not in government. So it's like it's an open floor for the opposition when they're trying to choose a candidate. But what should be the focus now is for those of us that are in political parties. I'm personally, I'm not, but for those of us that are card-carrying members of political parties, maybe they can influence that process. Back to the criteria in which their candidates have been chosen. So you've been in the political party for say 10 years, for example. Come election period, your leaders come to you and say, okay, who do we pick? And he's going on bringing somebody that you know has not been a part of your party for that amount of time that you've been there. How do you oppose to that? What do you say? What is the criteria? There must be a working committee that writes down how they're going to screen their candidates, what they are looking for in their candidates. So the political parties play a very important role in choosing a candidate. Unfortunately, we have leaders in those parties that have their own ideas. And sometimes it's not always a reflection of what even the members of the political party want. I remember when Usumba was picked, I think Ogbesha was supposed to be the one to get that ticket. He was the forerunner, he was the front runner in that race. And from what we gathered then, last minute, they said Obasanjo came in and said he promised his wife that he was going to bring a governor from Urekpe, which is where she's from. And that was the end of it. And that's how Sumbo came into play, and we all know what happened. So those things, to me, that is not the best way. If we had an independent candidate or way that independent candidate can come in, to me, but since we are, as Mr. Flynn said, amongst all the devil, let's choose the best. And that is why I keep referring to the reality of our politics. It's not perfect. It's not. But we have to make do with what we see and what we have. So back to your question, final answer, I think it does affect the way a candidate is being chosen. It does affect the way he performs, in my opinion, because you are trying to, if somebody picks you or a system picks you, you must have, there must be something for you to settle that person or that.
Yes, you will work for the system. He picked me. You have to work for him.
There's always something. Then when you don't do that, then you have Fobara and Wiki
issues.
and everybody going crazy.
Bombing
inside closed doors, you agree to something. You won't come out and say this is what you agree to. You did agree to something, or whatever it is. There was some kind of agreement. So I think the process of choosing our candidate, I think, is flawed, but we just have to deal with it as we say it. Thank you.
Okay, dealing with it, that means we have to accept at some point it has to be the devil or the deep blue sea.
Yep.
That takes us back again to having a recycled system, like Odiano said, the same recycled problem. So why do we expect a different result when we are doing the same thing?
Okay? If I may jump into it now, change does not come overnight. It really doesn't. And to me, I think what some of our young people, which I think young people might be the ones to change it. Sometimes I think are we old enough to be governors and president? Yes, we are. We are getting there. But back to the reality of it, some people don't want to start from the grassroots. And that is why these older gentlemen, they have an edge over younger people, because you like it or not, they did start from the grassroots. They didn't come out as trying to run for governor in their first try. They have been in politics for a very long time, and they've mastered the bad situation that we're in. They are now evil geniuses in their own opinion. They've mastered it. They know how to play politics. But you see somebody in their first time trying to be a governor, go and start as a local government chairman. It's okay. You will get there. I'm not saying young people should not try and aspire to be anything else, but it seems like we look at it because of this new social media, whatever, that politics is still being played on social media. Nigerian politics has not gotten there yet. If the last election was anything to go by, whether some people say it was rigged, whether some people say they wrote the result or whatever, Peter Obi would have won that election fair and square if it's played on social media. But unfortunately, it's not. So there's still a lot of grassroots things that our young people need to do. Really, really need to go to the grassroots. But I tell someone is trying to be governor and you think you are going to be a state governor from Lagos. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. There are still old men in the village that even delegates in your political party that you need to go and really study them and know what their way of thinking is. It's not to come drive your jeep there one day and greet everybody and share money and go back. They will take your money from you. They will tell you whatever you want to hear. But at the end of the day, these older men know how to caress the delegates in getting their support or whatever the case might be. And just to keep it real short now, let me round up. There was something that was said on this program like 2 episodes ago or whatever, when we're talking about competence or whatever. It's not by going to school that makes you competent.
No.
Oshomole, to me, in my opinion, is a very competent person based on his political know-how. So he's not the most educated person from what we have seen, but he knows how to play politics. And whether we like it or not, it's a political system that will bring out a governor. Or a leader or whatever you want to call it. So you need to go and learn how to play politics first. Whether it's good or bad, whether our politics is in the mud, whether it's whatever, you have to play it first. So the best candidate, sometimes the best person does not even turn out to be the best candidate because you don't know how to play politics. All right, so let me leave it at that.
Okay, thank you very much. Konko, are you there? Mr. Konko, are you there? Because we have to round up. We have exceeded the second hour, although we never get tired because it gets interesting as we go by. I have more questions to ask. I have more points.
Junior.
Yes, sir. I greet you.
I've been in this group since now. You know, noticing my presence.
No, I'm sorry. We work. Yes, we do. Yes, we acknowledge your presence, but you did not raise your hand because there's a way. If you want to say something on the private chat, you just indicate. So
okay, let me yield to him.
Okay. Or you want to give it to him, or you want to say
yeah. Let me yield to him.
Okay. Yes. Okay, Mr. Russell, please tell us what you think about
Okay.
question.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you very much. I feel it goes this saying that comes that Gekine Aira, Gekino Wawe Yevedo. You understand me? I'm going into the Benin now. First of all, like what the previous guy said, there is no way somebody that comes from Lagos will know the pain of people in Benin. That is one. Then two, another thing we should look at is that when it comes to politics, there has to be the fear of God. These people, they don't have the fear of God. That's one of the major problems I see in it, because if you have the fear of God, I don't see the reason why you would do some kind of things without thinking. They will give you money to do roads and try and develop your people. You eat it and you feel that nothing is happening, that you are okay, that you can leave. There is nothing, that when you finish, you go back to where you are coming from. It doesn't concern you. At this age we are now, like, if it's unfortunate, I keep going back to this word a friend of mine said years ago, that if as at 45, 50, we don't have one-on-one with the governor, we are not able to call him to order, we should pack our load and leave Benin City, because it's wrong. Because now, you can't go and talk to these people because they do whatever they like. Imagine the way Benin is, the way everything is over there. There's nothing happening, no job for youth, nothing. Is as courtesan has taken over the town, and people are living in the town in fear because it's as if we don't have a governor. But if we have a governor, it should be people that will call these things to order and say, stop this. If there are job opportunities, I don't believe all these things will be happening. You know, that's why I say, first of all, the person has to have the fear of God, because if you have the fear of God, I'm not saying nobody will enter there that would not divert money or do something or try and repair his own area. But at least you do things that people will see and say, yes, this man came and did things, and the next person will take over from there, and Benin will continue to develop. That's the thing about Lagos. We keep saying Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. When Fashola was there were things Fashola did. Ambode came, continued from there, did some other things. Now, this man is here again, and he's still doing some things, even if they all work under Tinubu. But Lagos keep developing every day. But Benin keep going backward.
Well,
backward. There's nothing. So I'm really, really sorry about.
Well, for me, I understand you. But there's a thing I want to say. You said for politics, fear of God. Do politicians fear God? I don't think so. Politicians.
That's why I said the man has to be able to fear God, not just putting anybody there.
Before elections, politicians are religious people. Before elections, they kneel down before clergymen. They attend church to several masses, church services, night vigils. But immediately they are sworn in. It's a different ballgame entirely. So the fear of God departs them after they are being sworn in. So I don't think even God has.
That's why I said that in that, you know, there is this saying that when you go and look for Igbenidion's daughter, he'll ask you, Aira, Yevedo. You understand me? You have to look at the person. Like, we all went to school together. Junior, you went to Ekboma. Tukbo went to Ekboma. I know a couple of people there that went to school. We all know ourselves. You understand me? Not just putting somebody there that you know that he's keen on not doing anything. That's where I'm coming from. You understand me? Or keen on enriching himself.
I still understand it. But again, when these people, like I say, when they test power, we don't have any idea. These people go beyond. When they sit on, sometimes they become mad kings because they see wealth, they see power, they see authority, and they become drunk with it.
Yeah, but you know, let's not forget that even in the Bible, there's bargaining. Bargaining the Bible. So if we're talking of, we want to go biblical, religious, sometimes if from the way person don't understand God, God act. They say God acts in mysterious ways. These politicians, they come to you, they give you 10,000 naira, bag of rice, half bag of salt. They tell you to vote for them, and you vote for the person. He has bought your vote, and you now still want him to build your roads. You expect God to punish him. He has bargained with you. He was only smarter.
Yes, but he didn't bargain with everybody. So is it
Yeah,
not God
that the people
so
collect,
because
people stand on the queue to collect 5,000 naira to cast their vote.
they make life difficult. They make life difficult
That is
before
why, and like
election.
that's why I say it still bear comes down. We still exalt these people
Well, no,
when we
but
do occasions. When now they
what
sit down for front row for church. When we do occasion, they are still our masters of ceremony. They are still our chairmen. How will they now treat you different?
how are we going to stop that?
By, like I said, by making them accountable.
How do we make them accountable?
Thank you.
By disregarding them
Wow, when you want to be you want
in
to
any way you can. Like
PDP member. Sorry, sorry,
see,
it's not nonsense.
I just dey give you some. We just dey talk about some. We dey talk about our. Sometimes when we dey make these discussions, I think because of our civilization, we dey think too advanced. We never reach the stage where we dey compare ourselves to the West. We have a secular and different society.
Yes.
So if somebody
Yes.
goes to Abuja, okay, I give one example. The first that 1999, that Oredo House of Rep, a year after 4 years, when he came back after 4 years, when he came back for election, he lost his seat to Ursula. Why? Because after 1999, he left. He left. And he came back after 4 years and he lost the seat.
Yeah.
So those are the things. Yeah, if we able to recycle politicians, make we they change.
As how? How do we change? That is it. These are questions. These are simple questions. You have made one point. It's like I told someone earlier today. Go and join a party. You're in Nigeria. Go and join a party.
That is the best way.
And when you join a party, at some point, you have to be active though, because you cannot go and join APC today and tell Oshomole to do something different.
No, that's why I say we encourage our people to practice party politics.
They'll tell you how are you coming now to tell us what to do? So the case it goes back in circle.
Our selfish people. Everybody think of their own gains.
That's a general statement. You cannot say we are selfish people because no, we cannot generalize. Yes, we cannot generalize. Who's that, please? Is that Mr. Konko?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were going to yield. Do you have something to say, please?
Yeah, I have something to say. I think somebody in this forum said something earlier. He said the method where this political party select their candidate to represent them at the election. I was listening to Pastor Osage Zeyamu a couple of days ago, and I think it was on Channels TV. Yeah. He said, I think they asked him if he was out of the race, and he said he's hoping that the party will allow them to do a free and fair primaries, whereby members of the party will go out and cast their vote on the person they want them to represent the party. And yesterday, I was listening to the former Attorney General of Edo State, who was also speaking that how the leader of the party, which by default is Oshomole, who is the leader of the party on APC in Edo State, while Obaseki is the leader of the party in PDP in Edo State, was calling some people for them to support his own preferred candidate. You see, I think the problem or the areas, if possible, if the two parties we have in the state can adopt their own constitution that says that let party carrier member or the individuals in the party, let them go out and vote for the people they want. Because these people have visited the 18 local governments in Edo State, have chatted with the people, knows the problems that the people are facing, has given them their manifesto, this is what they're going to do, and we begin to buy into their idea. But if we decided to pick our candidate, like what Obaseki is doing, like what people are assuming that Oshomole is doing, if these people pick their candidate and bring their candidate into office, what do you expect? They are going to control them. They are going to tell them, this is what I want you to do. I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is, I'm hearing that even the current governor of Edo State is even, when he leaves office, is even starting his own bank. Where did he get his money from? You see, when people pick somebody into a position, trust me, they are going to control that person. And when they don't control that person, they are going to find a way to bring that person down. Yes, so okay. I think if Edo people or the party members start abiding to their constitution, by okay, when it's time for us to do election, let's elect. We don't want anybody. Give us the free and fair. Let's do the free and fair. Let's elect our candidate that will represent the party. If we start doing that, I think we will start having a better person, a good person, a man that has the fear of God, a man that is willing to serve his people, a man. And also, trust me, the reason that they will call somebody and tell you, oh, please vote for my person, because that person is hungry. They have given that person 100,000 or 1 million naira, and the person will look at, oh, let me take this 1 million naira, and then let me go and support that person. At least this is my own share. So I think poverty is also playing a big role also in the state. That's why we cannot compare Lagos State and Edo State together. Edo people, they are dying. I just came back from Benin. And I can tell you of a fact, these people are dying of hunger. They like there is no development in Benin.
Let me say something. Yes, I understand your point of a candidate bringing someone that he prefers or he feels is best or fit for the position. Okay, the speaker before us, Odiano, said he said something about Lagos, that Lagos developed, but according to what we heard, or the stories that
no me.
Okay, somebody said it that Lagos has this development, but they say Tinubu picks the candidates.
Yeah, government is supposed to be continuous.
When is it
for development? For development, government should be continuous.
Wait. Yes. Government, but that continuous, if it doesn't matter. If it's the opposition, it still has to continue. If they're going to build a church, they will say, okay, the Pope has died. The church has to still continue because that is development. You are not going to say because APC was repairing Ring Road and now you are PDP, you want to go and build new Ring Road in a...
Now, what did they do that?
No, you cannot do that.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong. Continuity doesn't matter. It's everybody is the same country, is the same sound, is the same city. I'm not going to have my personal electricity. It's the same NEPA or the PACN that you would use that I would use. So continuity, they are trying to give us, use it to play cards.
Yeah, but the fact, Junior, Nigerian politics, it goes beyond our discussion now because there are many things that go to. That's why I say it's very expensive. Nigerian politics.
We make things expensive.
No, not like we make things. No, not like we make things. It is our kind of. Is our system. Is the system? Is the system we practice?
No, even abroad. You think because you have
like America. America, they spend $4 billion for elections.
It's not America.
Yeah, because of their system. Because they go like here. You don't see those campaigns where you see campaign train. Government go every local government with no, you don't. Not that system with the practice. So politics is expensive.
What I believe. Nigerians think they need money first before they can do anything after.
It's poverty now.
I'm not saying it because I said even abroad, Nigerians believe when I have money, I will have the guts to walk into a store to do what I want to do. That is why we say it is expensive. It is not expensive. We put money.
No, see.
Because when
You
we
see,
go, nobody wants to come out.
the difference here. They do fundraising to raise this money. They do dinners to raise money for their campaigns. But our own, they come for private pockets. That is why the corruption they rampant.
Sometimes it comes from private pockets. Sometimes they have sponsors. That's why it becomes difficult to govern, because now someone has brought 5 billion for you to govern. To Olumelu has given you 5 billion to campaign. What are you going to tell Olumelu when you win? Tell me.
Yeah, sorry. You're coming next. Just hold on.
That's why I said it's Nigerians. It's not expensive. It's a man that puts value or a price on any item. It is not expensive. Nigerians like to make things expensive. We like to put the money on it so that it becomes a task or something everybody cannot afford.
Politics
imagine political parties selling tickets for 50 million. That's a house. 50 million can build somebody a house. If a man pays for ticket for 50 million, he's ready to kill to win. Although we have trivialized 50 million. Honestly,
that's why I said politics is expensive.
No, don't say it is expensive. Say it again. We put the money on it.
Now the policy now.
The ticket can be sold for 1 million. But they put 50 million. Are you saying the ticket naturally is expensive? No. That ticket can be 70 naira. But we put the money first.
Junior, these are the realities that Sally was talking about. Yes. You are talking about an ideal situation. There's nothing ideal about the Nigerian
situation. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We're all saying the same thing. We're all just trying to say the same thing. But nonetheless, how can we make these changes? It's going to be difficult. But that is what we should be working on now. In the next 10 years, all these should change. That is why, for me, I hate to make this statement I want to make.
I know what you want to say.
The statement I want to make. And we apologize to everybody that thinks I'm trying to be biased. You have a man, I'm here with the way I like him. I don't know him. I'm not campaigning for him. But the way people have spoken so well about him, I want him to be the man that would pass a lot of bills that will change nonsense. Let him go. He has to be vocal. Even Oshomole, the way Oshomole speaks, if you have seen Oshomole speaking to several committees, you'll be like, that's Oshomole good. We have to, that is what, I know people, we are good, we are brilliant, we can make that change. Make these changes so that it will work. If those laws are not passed, if those things are not put in place, our children will come and Oshomole's grandson will be picking candidates. That's just the truth. And our children will still continue to say, how are we going to change it? But we need the people that are not elites or they were not born elites that go into this polity to change, to make changes. You cannot say, I know some of us, and I speak for myself. If I happen to become a governor or a House of Rep or a senator, I must make an impact. Something must, because I don't get moved. I don't get moved by certain things. So why can't we have those kind of people?
Now will they take politics as occupation?
Well, that is why some people will say, I'll prefer a professional. Let's have a doctor as a governor. Not those doctors that we see.
We take politics. And when person takes something as occupation, he wants to sustain it.
They do that in the West too.
Not like Dr. Dre or the kind of doctor.
The president of America, he has been in politics since, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why would they compare ourselves with? We're a different situation.
Anyways,
But a different situation.
we have somebody that hasn't spoken anything yet. He hasn't said anything. Uyi Okao, welcome to the show. I apologize for taking part of your time. Are you there, Uyi?
Yeah, thank you. No problem.
Okay, please. Can you share? Just give us on. You can speak on any. I'm going to give you a wide time. You can speak on any of the topics, zoning, how candidates emerge. But you have to let's say 5 minutes, please, before we round up.
Okay, yeah. If I understand your question correctly, your first question, that how the candidate emerge, does it really matter, or does it affect the candidate when he finally becomes governor?
Yes.
To me, I think that having a preferred candidate as someone that is leaving office, it's I cannot fault that. I can only fault the process. You understand me? Because we are humans. If Oshomole says that he doesn't have a preferred candidate, Obaseki says he doesn't have a preferred candidate, even Sonwolu says he doesn't have a preferred candidate, they are just lying to themselves. The truth is that as a human, there will be someone. It's like you have a house. You bought a house. You've lived in that house for 10 years. You are going to leave that house and you are relocating maybe to your new house in Banana Island. Even if you want to put a tenant in that house, you want to vet that tenant to make sure that that tenant will be able to maintain that house. That is the human factor. That being said, is there that pure sincerity from that person that is bringing in that tenant? Are you bringing in that tenant to control the tenant while the tenant is in the house? Or you're just bringing in the tenant to make sure that the vetting process is like, this is someone that have the same kind of discipline that I have, or the same kind of cleanliness that I have to maintain my house. You understand me? Okay, you bring in what we are against is not you having a preferred candidate, is you controlling that person when that person finally emerged as the governor. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like Sim Fubara, if you look at the process, Sim Fubara, let's check the process. Wike took nomination form from him. So from the beginning, the process is already flawed from the beginning. You understand? Wike took his hand from one place to the other to campaign. The process is already flawed from the beginning. Let's come back to Edo State. Godwin Obaseki. I'm very sure Oshomole took the nomination form from him. Oshomole took him from her. In fact, when Godwin Obaseki was campaigning for his first term in office, by this time, Oshomole was already wearing Obaseki for governor's face cap, using state resources to campaign for his preferred candidate. That is the process that we question. Not having a preferred candidate. I don't know if you understand me. Having used state resources to campaign and put in that candidate, there's no way that candidate will not be loyal to his demands. And that was where the problem came from, because it gives them that kind of sense of entitlement that I made you governor. But if you have a preferred candidate and you have introduced the candidate, okay, yes, you've given the candidate like let's say they're all on a 100 meters race. You've given the candidate like 10 meters ahead. Then the candidate now have to go and meet the delegates, meet the leaders of the party. If there's any fraction in the party, try to bring party together. Because the problem with us is that we are looking for a perfect system. Nigeria has got its own peculiarity. There is no perfect system. We really need to understand that first. There is no perfect system. Democracy as a system of government, it's very corrupt system of government everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. You see this primary thing, how candidates emerge and everything. Even in America, there's still it's not just that it is done with impunity, but there's a way they still bend it towards a candidate that they prefer. Look at Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders is more popular among the grassroots Democrats, but they knew that Bernie Sanders cannot win the election. He's not among the cabal in that Democrat. They needed a strong man in that Democrat that's among
they
the
knew
cabal.
He could not win the general elections, or they knew he could not win the primary elections for
No, there's no way he would have won the primary election, because the cabal in that Democrats were not with him.
Okay, did you think he would have won the general elections against Donald Trump?
Never.
He could not have won. So what?
Never.
Would you blame it on the party?
It's not on the party. That's how democracy is. That's how it works.
No, but
Democracy is about winning elections.
Bernie Sanders in the general elections wouldn't have. You said wouldn't have won Donald Trump, right?
No way.
Good, but that means the Democrats knew Bernie Sanders wouldn't win.
Of course.
Trump, but they knew the current president today was going to win Donald Trump.
Do you know the reason why? Yeah, do you know the reason why Bernie Sanders wouldn't have won that election?
Why?
Because the senior cabal in the Democrats will work against him.
Okay.
You understand? Because that's not who they want. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Are you saying the senior cabal or the donors or the lobbers?
Whatever name, cabal, donors, those are the people at the back of the party, background, running the party. You understand me? So it's like that everywhere. And when Nigerians think that they can all of a sudden spring up one political party and use it to win a general election, at times I just look at them and laugh, because you are like this last general election.
When they go to Peter Obi, don't
Labour Party.
No,
what I'm saying, I'm not saying that I love all Nigerians. They are all Nigerians. I love all of them. But at times we need to take off our emotion, and face the reality. We are a peculiar state. The things that are applicable in Nigeria is not applicable in the West. You understand me? So if you first of all, they said a man that will never solve his problem, that is a man that does not believe he has a problem, or you have not identified your problem. We know our problem in Nigeria. There is no way any little party or one new party can win an election, because even that party is still someone that have worked in one of those two big parties that we said is not good, that we still, you understand, constitutes that new party. At the end of the day, we just, the only way I think that we can better Nigeria, that's my opinion. If APC mess up, you move to PDP. If you want to unseat an APC government, it's a PDP government. If you want to unseat a PDP government, it's an APC government. Trying to come from behind, because this last election, I think Nigerians just wasted that energy. It was a big waste. When Americans wanted to get rid of Donald Trump, Joe Biden wasn't any better, but they just had to let the Republicans know that, we can kick you out of that place. And now look at Joe Biden. They know next election we know that the Republicans are coming back. I don't know if you understand me. If we not let these guys know, because we cannot chase these guys out of politics. That's just the truth. If we like, you do 10 Zoom meetings from now till next year. They don't sit down there. They don't get any other work. They don't have any other thing that they do. They are professional politicians. We cannot chase them out. The only thing we can do to keep them on check is to let them know that we can vote them out. You understand me?
With the system they create?
No.
Yeah, you can. You still can. That's what I say. When you practice the party politics,
it's a two-party
system. It's never wrong to try. It's always good to try.
Jay, it's a two-party system. I've told you, there's no perfect system. There is no non-corrupt.
Did you say two-party system?
Yes, it's a two-party system in Nigeria.
Yeah, I said it earlier.
Everywhere in the world, Jay, there's no perfect government. There's no perfect government. You only show to a government that the government have to be pro-people by your own vote, with your votes. If they are not pro-people, you vote them out to the other big party that is capable of protecting your vote and unseating them. Then these other people that you voted out, they will go and re-strategize and come
check.
out with more
That's
politics. That will come out with more politics that will woo you back to them. Then the next 4 years, they go again and try to bring you back, and they will become very, very strong opposition, punching holes in every bad politics of the government of the day. That's what happens. That's what happens in the West. That's okay. Tell me now, in Nigeria now, we don't have an opposition party in Nigeria. They've depleted PDP have been depleted.
My brother, I wanted to say I wanted to give you a thumbs up or give you a bottle of beer. People think that politics is one kind of thing that
you cannot interject like that, Rasta. Take your activism. Keep your activism first. Let him speak.
So can I continue? So you understand me? So
Round up.
that is the
Round
only
up.
way. That is the only way we can change. We need to get that. Say, first of all, we need to put it in the head of the politicians that we know you are powerful, but there's another powerful man there. If you mess up, we give it back to that powerful man. If that powerful man mess up, we give it back to you. Then you will not see people decamping from one party to the other because they know that it's just a matter of 4 years. We will roll out policies that will woo these people, we'll punch holes, we'll start showing these people what these people are not doing well with these 4 years. You understand me? But by the time last election, Nigerians actually came together. They were ready to use their time, resources to vote out a Buhari government that have tormented them for 8 years. But where they got it wrong is that pressure group, not they win election. Now political party they win election. They voted for a pressure group. So how can you win an election with a pressure group?
Well,
there's no way you can deplete a 16 years old party. APC, 3 big political parties came together to form APC. PDP has been there, one of the oldest party in West Africa. There's no way. There is no way. And that was what happened. Even if people claim that Labour Party got the popular votes and they were rigged out, there's a reason why they were rigged out. They were rigged out because it was a pressure group.
Are you saying the Labour Party is a pressure group? Yes or no?
Now don't they go another way? Oh.
No, it's a question. It's a straight question. Are you saying the Labour Party is a pressure group?
It was
so are you now
the Labour
telling
Party.
Me,
no, the Labour Party represented a pressure group. The pressure group was the obedient movement. The pressure group was the obedient movement.
Are you now telling me the Labour Party does not stand a chance in the elections?
How?
They don't. Yes, do they or not?
Bro, yes, they do.
Bro,
they do.
Bro,
they do.
Bro,
they do.
No, Mr. Concord, that question is not for you. I'm trying to hit the nail on the head. Mr. Uyokao, are you telling me yes or no, point blank, that the Labour Party does not stand a chance in the Edo government?
It's been a no even before you ask that question.
Okay, I get your point.
The Labour Party is a regional party representing a pressure group. How can that regional party representing a pressure group win an election, a general election? It's not. You know why? The momentum in that group have been killed that last election. Many people that supported the Labour Party are not even ready to come out to vote anymore. They're no longer interested.
So was their support based on sentiments?
Their support was based. No, it wasn't. Their support was born out of the fact that they really needed a change. But they do not understand that you cannot get change with emotions. You have to get change with your brain.
Logic.
That's what they call tactical voting.
Logic.
Tactical voting. They use emotion. They use emotion. Now brain. They failed to do tactical voting. That was what finished them. It's tactical voting. If you don't want A, you put B. If you don't want B, you put A. If you shuffle, how many years now? How many cycle of 4 years have we had? If we've been shuffling among these two, we would have got all these things right. I'm telling you, you will still have the SPV that they're talking about. That SPV they are accused Atiku of. The SPV happens here every day. It's on the news. We see it happen. There's nowhere in the world it does not happen. There's nowhere in the world politics is not dirty. There's nowhere in the world politicians are not corrupt. It's just that these politicians, they know that if they fail to be pro people, in the next 4 years, they will get kicked out to another devil. You understand? We have 2 devils. So the devils now are trying to make us happy. This devil will come and say, oh, I will make you happy so that you will keep me. Then the other devil will say, no, I will make you more happy. You understand me? There's no clean politics anywhere in the world. Tell me where. Just tell me where. Mention one place in the world that is clean politics. There is no clean politics.
Well, politics, but democracy is working in a lot of countries.
It is working, but it is not clean.
Working.
The reason why
nobody's looking for a saint. If you are looking for a saint, you walk into a church.
See, let me tell you something.
We're talking about politics. Let me tell you, people have to take.
I know what you're talking about, but there must be room to accommodate the dirty part of politics. Politics, they said politics in Nigeria is expensive. Politics everywhere is expensive. And politics everywhere is being sponsored by state money. But how do they get the state money out? That is the question. in Nigeria they do it impunity. In other parts of the world, there's the way they bring it out legally and still put it back into all those people they call party donors. They are all contractors. The man that they gave contract to supply 12 billion pounds worth of PPE in this country during COVID-19, the PPE came and it fell short of standard, and they put it in the store. When it was time for a local election, they gave the man another 4 million pounds contract to destroy those PPE, to burn them, because they needed donation. From that 4 million pounds, the guy is going to now squeeze out 1 million or 2 million pounds donation to the Conservative Party to fund their local election. So is that not SPV? It happens everywhere in the world. We just think that these people are sent. They are not sent. It's just that they think better than us.
I don't believe that they think better than us. It's just
of course they do. We don't think at all.
When the institutions are firm in certain systems or certain...
Bro, when we start switching from party A to B, before we switch 6 times...
It is only left for political parties to have those things
yes,
in check.
Then there will not be a people, Then there will not be a government that will say, okay, yes, we want to start doing reforms. Because when the government realize that the people are intelligent enough, the government will now start bringing policies for intelligent minds. Then you now see a government will come and say, we want to do reforms. We want to reform our institution. Because now they now see that we know how to vote tactically. We know how to think. We know what we want. But governments still do not respect us because they know that we don't know what we want. You think these people don't know about institutions and everything? Most of these people, they schooled abroad. They know these things. But because they know that we don't think, that is the reason why they treat us like this. I'm telling you.
Is it that they know that we don't think, or they know that we are like them?
Bro, they know that.
If they know that we are like them, it's not because
they know our priorities. Okay.
They know that we are like them.
Do you know that? Yes. Do you know that these people know our priorities? They know our priorities. A government will come and say, I will build roads and bridges. I will not pay civil servants. These people, if I'm campaigning, I will be showing them roads and bridges. They know our priority. They will tell you, I will not do teacher training. I will not do education reforms. It is not visible. I will do things that are visible. They know our priority. They know that we are not deep thinkers. They know I will not do institutional reforms. Institutional reforms, that money is waste because these people will not see it. They know that we don't think deep. You think they don't know? These people, they sit down and play us like chess.
No,
we have not shown to them in any capacity that we are smart.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
I'm going to stop you there, Mr. Okao. Thank you. You have given a lot. We have 2 hours, 56 minutes. If we leave you here, you will give us the history of
I'm telling you, my brother.
Of 1978.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I appreciate.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this privilege. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us your
Thank you. Thanks for the privilege. I do not take it for granted. Thank you.
My brother, we are always here. We are going to have this session again on Monday. And yes, because now we have exceeded 2 hours, so it's almost 3 hours. I know we don't want to stop. If we bring up a topic again, everybody will be active. And I'm sorry to tell everybody that we have to go. Yes, it is 2 hours, 57 minutes, or 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been very,
but I want to guarantee you, I want everybody on this forum on Monday. We are going to have it because tomorrow is the APC primaries.
Wow.
Tomorrow is the APC primaries. I'm just saying it because it's the APC primaries. If it was the APC primaries, I would say
so it's coming before the
APC. I wish them all the best.
Yes, no, so yeah,
the best man win.
It's all of our business. Whoever they want to bring, let them bring. But on Monday, we'll have, yes,
you
so
see,
whoever
there is no best man win. They already know who they want to bring.
It is in their party, and the choice is theirs.
Observation, please. You see, the truth about it is this: a party goes into primaries. Definitely, the party must have a preferred candidate.
Of course.
Definitely, what is important is that the process, even while the preferred candidate is there, the process is followed. Now, the speaker said that Oshomole was calling individuals to let them know that there's a candidate. It only means that he was campaigning for his candidate, which is not out of place. Let us start understanding how politics work and how
at all. It's not out of place at all.
Yeah.
So that
God bless that comment.
Then so to flee then.
So that we should not continue to
and we don't say
hold
anybody
on
who can
now.
campaign for your
Why you
preferred
attacking me?
candidate, let us to
Let me finish talking. What I'm saying is that so that we do not gaslight the process and forget to hold the candidates accountable for having been, because we try to blame, we try to feel that the process is the problem. Let them go and do their process. Give us a candidate and we hold the candidate accountable. That is what is important. What we should be doing is
Flame.
But
When I said the process,
no, we are not
Flame,
going to continue.
when I spoke about the process, Flame,
no, we are
when I
not going
spoke
to
about the
continue.
process, when I spoke about the process, yeah, okay, someone like Dennis Idahosa now, he's going around trying to speak to delegates. You understand me? Trying to speak to party leaders, trying to speak to party faithfuls, trying to speak to even people that are not members of the party. Yeah. But when you have a candidate that says, "Oh, the governor or the leader said it's me," and he's not even reaching out, the leader is the one taking him from place to place. He's not coming out. He's not trying to be the governor. He's still trying to be the boy of the leader. I don't know if you understand me. That's where the problem is. That is the case of.
I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Please, please speak.
Thank you.
No, speak clearly. Speak clearly.
What he is saying.
Because I was in Benin. Because I was in Benin for 5 weeks. No, let's not run from issues now.
We might not end this broadcast.
We will not end the podcast if we continue like this.
No, so the thing is, very calmly, right? Let's all recognize the fact that we are all adults.
Yes.
And that seeds cannot be sown, right, subtly, and then there's no right of rebuttal.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
If we want to have an objective conversation, let's have an objective conversation. If
Yes.
we want to do politicking, let's friggin' do it. We are built for this shit.
No, but you need to tell us where you have the concern.
Hold on. Everybody hold on.
I'm not a fan of them.
Everybody hold on. My co-host, please, let's give our panelists 30 minutes more. I know you're on the road. You are there on the road.
We cannot give. I can be here. It's not that where I am. I can be here for the next 3 hours. I'm available. But if we continue to give them time, they will not. We know these people. They will take all the time. So now let them go.
Just the last go. Junior, I just like to make this comment
Junior, the people you are trying
Let's
to
Congo have the last. Wait, hold on. Congo, hold on. Congo and Coco, you have the last say. Please, or you should listen. My co-host, you mistake. Sunday we get. Don't forget we get sections on Sunday because we get to analyze what they do tomorrow. That's which middle of the day today. Saturday. We get Sunday. Sunday evening. Next evening. 8:30. Sunday.
Keep the spirit high like this till on Sunday now.
Yeah, hold on. Please, everybody hold on. I want to quickly finalize something with my co-host so that everybody will get it. Drink cocoa. On Sunday, 7:30, on Monday, 8 p.m., we'll get hot session because we want to get analyzer. But Sunday, now 7:30, it might not be long, maybe 2 hours, just to analyze what happened.
Do you know what? I love to give more time. But when you upload this on YouTube, nobody is going to watch your program for 3 hours. It's not a movie. It's not a movie. Nobody's going to sit and watch 3 hours. We can be here to talk. We can talk here for 5 hours. But if it goes to YouTube, how is somebody else going to get messages that we have passed across?
Okay. Yeah, we shut it down now. But Coco and this will have the last.
Timing is always co-host. The timing is always when it's too long. It gets boring for people.
Yeah.
We can be here. I'm enjoying it. I don't want you guys. I have more things. I've written a lot of questions down to ask, but we just cannot continue.
Okay.
For Saturday,
we shut it down.
We can't talk about Monday, co-host. On Sunday, which is the day after tomorrow, we'll plan for that. Then like that before then we'll know for Monday. I think that's better.
Yes.
I know. You don't want to go Concord. Some people are in this part of the world, some people are in Asia, some people are in Nigeria. Even people in Nigeria don't want to sleep.
The people you were saying they should go said they don't want to go. They said no.
Okay, you know what we'll do? We can close the session, stop the recording, and come back again in 5 minutes. So we can just discuss.
Yes, let's do that.
Wait, hold on.
Let's do that now. Let's do that.
Hold on, my co-host. I can start the stream, but everybody stay be on the stage. We talk as a friend, but nobody will hear us outside anymore.
We need to reset, or it's going to be 5 hours because we need to reset the timing. I want
it won't reset. It won't reset. Just continue. If I stop the stream now, the outside won't see us anymore, but we can continue talk like this.
Stop the counter, we can continue, but we still start on existing protocols. Okay.
Yeah, but you cannot bring any new in anymore.
For the benefit of your YouTube channel, you should say goodbye to those people listening.
Yeah.
So it will not just be like,
we have done enough for today.
I think, even though I'm not part of the co-host, and I think I agree that it's good to call it a day, just because there's still more to say some other things.
Yeah, so we have done enough today.
That's why I say we can't just keep hours. I wouldn't want to
Can I say something, please?
We have done enough for today.
Since the APC primaries is tomorrow,
Yes.
I think that anything we say after the primaries, the deed has been done. So if we can go out and come in again, for those that are still willing to stay behind, then we can just still talk about how can we start talking about the primaries that have been done, candidates have been made.
Are there delegates on this call?
They're not delegates, but we're just rubbing minds.
Whether we make this call, we don't make the call. The primaries will come. The governor will be. We win. Somebody will win as governor.
Somebody will win.
Somebody win. But we have to make the deliberation, and we have to, because as we know, a candidate will emerge. So we'll have somebody to talk about. That makes it more interesting.
That's true.
We'll have somebody to talk about.
Okay, my co-host. Now like this.
Okay, so
everybody stay on the stage. Everybody stay on the stage. I want to stop the live stream. YouTube.
Let's round this up.
Yeah, YouTube people, thank you for coming today. We'll come back again on Sunday. But every panelist stay on your spot. Don't leave. When you leave, I can't bring you anymore. I'm stopping the stream now for the world, but we will remain for backyard. We'll talk for Yaro. Facebook, thank you. See you on Sunday. YouTube, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.